I'm very, very excited today and a little bit nervous, but don't let that make you uncomfortable, Dennis. You've got a 33-year-old man who's shaking a little bit and sweating.
I don't know why, though. I really don't. You're more famous than I am.
Shut your face, man, for God's sakes. Listen, it's Dennis Locorriere, who is was the singer from Doctor Hook. Now, the reason I'm nervous, and I'll tell you why, is...
Because your mother used to like me, and she said if you don't treat him nicely... You're not having anything to eat anymore.
When I was growing up, I had Neil Diamond and Doctor Hook. That was the soundtrack to me growing up.
And look how Neil Diamond's amounted to nothing.
Where is he now? Huh? What's he doing? Oh, he's just released.
Turn on your heart light. That's all I remember.
He got done for that, didn't he?
He did. He wrote that for E.T. and then they didn't use it.
Still went, hang on a second, it's a little bit too similar.
You know something? That thing made me cry 5 times, and I look at it now and it looks like a little rubber thing. You know what I mean? So
I tell you what film made me cry the other day, was... have you seen Inner Space?
No.
Oh, it's a bit rubbish. It's from the 80s. This kid gets picked up by... It's a bit boring. Let's not even go into that.
But it made you cry, huh?
I cry at anything, man.
Me too. I'm like that lately.
Hey, listen, man. You're doing a tour. You've got a CD. We're going to plug all that. Don't worry. That's what you're here for.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
But you were the singer of Doctor Hook.
Yes.
How many millions of records did you sell?
I have no idea.
Stack loads, wasn't it?
A lot, all over the world and stuff. It was hard to be an international success back then, too. No, it really was. It was like always on the bus, on a plane. It wasn't like you sent a film.
Didn't you started when you were about 16 or something ridiculous?
Well, when I was about 10 or 12 and 13, I used to hang out outside these like bars and nightclubs and wait for the door to open so I can watch the band. And then as soon as I could grow any facial hair, I snuck in and started playing with bands. That's what I wanted to do. That's how I met the guys in Hook, because they were all older than me.
Yeah.
And so I just, that was it for me. I just wanted to do it. But, I was always a music fan, but it wasn't until I saw the Beatles that I thought, well, maybe I should do this.
Yeah.
That's what made me want to be a participant. Before that, I just liked music.
Doctor Hook's a weird band. First of all, do you get sick and tired of people going, Doctor Hook, Doctor Hook?
No, not really about the band. It's weird sometimes. I guess it all depends what mood I'm in. But I take it as something I did that was pretty cool, But lately, this has become my mantra, But there's not a lot of sense in having an illustrious history if you wake up every morning feeling inferior to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's you that has to stay on top of it. The history is whatever it is. It's you that has to look in the mirror and you go, oh my, I'm not that guy anymore. I don't ever want to do that to myself.
I'm a big fan of the Monkees. So when I grew up, listen to you and Neil Diamond, so of course I rebelled. I rebelled and went to the Beach Boys and the Monkees.
Well, Neil Diamond, that makes a link to the Monkees.
Exactly, you can't escape your parents. But I met them once, and I've met them a few times, and sometimes they're quite nice, sometimes they're miserable so-and-sos, and Davy Jones said something along the lines of, I don't want to sing Daydream Believer again. And that seems a bit crazy, man, it's... Yeah, no,
there is a double-edged sword there.
Are you sick of Sylvia's mother?
No, quite honestly, I'll tell you what, that... I'm lucky with songs like that and A Ballad of Lucy Jordan, Carry Me, Carry, the things Shel Silverstein wrote.
Yeah.
Because they're great stories. And I don't really feel like I'm trying to recapture an era, you know what I mean? Like I put a wig and bell-bottoms on. I feel like I'm telling a good story again. And, some kid told me a couple of years ago, after a show, I don't know how old he was, 12, he said, you really ought to record that song you sang about the guy in the phone booth. And that's a good sign. If some kid says, I don't know that song, but it sounds like a hit, and it was a hit when his mother was that age.
I've got 2 questions on your pronunciation in songs today. It's not criticism, it's just things that have confused me. We'll get to the second one. The first one, what is Sylvia's surname? Is it Avery?
Avery.
Avery, okay.
Yes. It wasn't her real name, because it was her true story, but Avery is what Shel turned it into.
I read that Sylvia's mother was supposed to be a Mickey take of country and western songs. Is that true? Or
No. Sylvia's mother was a true story that Shel wrote about a girl he knew named Sylvia.
Wow.
And he called her, and the mother said, she's getting married, please go away. And he wrote this song. and he always told us it was a true story.
Fantastic.
And about a year or so after the record came out, I think some of the guys in the band, not me, but some of the guys in the band were on an extension phone, and Shel called there at Christmas and actually heard Sylvia's mother and Sylvia's voice.
Wow.
And so I kind of in the back of my head singing this song knew that they were out there somewhere.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, I got a call from a Dutch television station that said, we're doing the biggest 2,000 records of all time.
Wow, it was an Indian guy working at a Dutch station.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I can't do accents.
Fantastic.
But anyway, yeah, it was. It was a... yeah, come on, give me a break. I didn't say I was an impressionist. But anyway, they were doing like the greatest 2,000 singles of all time, and Sylvia's mother was one of them.
Yeah, wow.
And they did this little film. Somebody actually found Sylvia's mother. She's like 90. And Sylvia was there. And they've made this little film, and they showed me this film, live on TV. And,
that's incredible.
I didn't know what to say. But Sylvia's mother was like 90 and still disputing the lyrics. She was, I don't think I was as unkind as... And Sylvia, I actually had dinner with about a month or so later. She came to London. And it was
That's
really
incredible.
No. I mean, I didn't know that I wanted to have dinner with Bigfoot.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? With the Loch Ness monster. No, I mean, this is like an icon, somebody I've been singing about for 30 years.
Was it all right? Was it uncomfortable?
She was great. And she hadn't seen Shell since they were kids. She called him Shelley, and she didn't know he wrote certain songs. And so we were filling each other in. But no, I mean, when they said have dinner with her, I thought, ooh, do you want to do this? I mean, what if we don't get along at all, and tonight I have to sing about her again?
We've got an email. Well, if you want to call in and speak to Dennis, you can. It's 0870 9090 973. Can Dennis say hello and welcome back from Canada, Pam and David, to my mum and dad as their massive fans?
Can I? I mean, in other words, am I able to? Can Dennis remember all that?
First off, are you able to say that?
Yes.
Secondly, would you like to? You can refuse if you want.
Okay, now, who is it? What's the two people's names again? I forgot already.
I'm not saying. You have to try and remember.
Cain and Abel. What was it? Cain and Abel. Her parents, Cain and Abel.
Pam and David.
Pam and David. I was close. Pam and David back from Canada.
Wow.
Happy anniversary. Is that what happy anniversary is?
Something like that. Happy anniversary.
See, anniversary. Was it her anniversary?
They've just come back from holiday. No, don't.
They need to be. I would have met you at the airport if I knew you needed that kind of attention. But yes, happy anniversary and welcome back from Canada.
Even though it's not their anniversary.
As long as you don't bring any pharmaceuticals with you, because you're not allowed to bring them in. They're not taxed or something. Apparently.
Yes. Jonathan.
Oh, hello.
Have you got a question for Dennis?
Yes, I have. Do you know, it's so lovely just to talk to you. And it's just that your music, that song particularly, evokes such wonderful memories of my childhood.
Hang on a second.
Thank you.
Can you understand his Cornwall accent? You can make that out. Okay, fine, lovely. Continue then, Jonathan.
Do you want me to speak slower?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, good. Well, when I was a young child playing in the playground, we used to sneak radios into school.
So did I. That's how I heard the Beatles. I had it in my desk.
Oh, wow. Me and my friends, we used to play leapfrog in the playground, and this music would be ringing in my ears. Sylvia's mother, and it just brings back. Do you have a record which evokes memories to you?
Oh, tons. Mostly the Beatles, though, while we're on the subject. I mean, to me now, I probably listen to the Beatles more now than I listen to any other artist. And whenever, this is going to sound a little hippie, a little 60-ish, but it actually centers me because it's like, it brings me back to a time when I kind of remember exactly who I was.
Best, this is the test. This is to see what kind of man you are. What's the best Beatles album?
Oh, the best Beatles album for me is Rubber Soul.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I would say Revolver, but followed by Rubber Soul.
Yeah, no, why I like Rubber Soul is because it's like the first album where they wrote all the songs themselves, a lot of acoustic stuff, but that was really different.
Jonathan, thank you for that. Good lad. There we go. 0870 9090 973. Listen, you've got your guitar. We're going to go to travel in a second, so we'll get you to play a couple of songs.
Okay, I'm trying to erase the vision of him playing leapfrog with his friends now before I have to sing.
He's a very, very weird gentleman, it's got to be said. Now listen, there's a website, DennisLocorriere.com.
Yes.
It's up on our website.
And you can practically spell cheeseburger and get there. The ladies who run it said, let's put all the misspellings.
So you've got all of them?
Oh, yeah.
The double C, double R, one?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, believe me, I eat by process of elimination at restaurants.
Did you ever think of changing that? Because that's some crazy name.
Not anymore. No.
Now is maybe a little
Now
bit too
my
late.
goal is I want to see how many people who can say it wrong. I told somebody I answer everybody's page at the airport, Ian, just in case.
Hey, listen, we'll have more from you in a minute, Dennis. It's time... Oh, here we go. It's time now to get the latest LBC 97.3 travel news with Alan Joyce.
Well, major problems if you're trying to get to the airport.
Hey, Dennis Locorriere from Dr. Hook. Okay, you don't get sick of Dr. Hook. You don't get sick of Sylvia's mother. I'm going to say something. You may hit me if I say this.
No, I won't.
Do you get sick of people saying, "Where's your eye patch gone?"
They don't say it so much, but yeah, that's that's kind of weird. I mean, because I'm a very specific guy.
Yeah.
And one of the fortunate things about my life is people recognize my voice.
Yeah.
But then they go, oh, I know that voice, and close their eyes and see someone else.
Yeah.
That doesn't do me much
Is
good.
that frustrating? Do you think that's maybe held you back your solo career?
It possibly has, because you do spend an awful lot of time doing damage control, you know what I mean? But it's what it was.
Because that's Ray, isn't it?
Ray Sawyer, yeah.
And
he still tours as Dr. Hook featuring Ray Sawyer.
Yeah.
So
I went and saw them once. Jeez.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I mean... I never wanted to get into the battle of the Dr. Hooks. I mean, I use the voice of Dr. Hook because I'd be stupid not to. And I don't think that's stretching the truth. I mean, we have a greatest hits album with 20 songs on it, and I sing 18 of them. So I don't think I'm like, going out of my way to try to make up something I did in the band. But and it's for recognition. But there was a whole long, protracted legal thing about who was going to be Dr. Hook, and it's accountants and lawyers. And so everybody thought Ray and I were behind rocks shooting at each other, and I've never had...
Are you ever going to get back together?
Nah.
Never going to happen?
Not for me.
No?
Even the farewell tour in 85, I called it Dr. Hook's one and only farewell tour because I knew it. I'm not... I don't make rash decisions, and I'm also not doing it because I'm stubborn and I said I wouldn't. I have...
You got no desire to go back?
No, and that doesn't mean I don't revisit those things, or I wouldn't support that catalog and I don't play those songs. It's just, it's not Dr. Hook. One of the guys is dead. A couple of them wish they were. There's not any reason to do this again.
We've got a call from Manchester. Tanya?
Hello, Ian.
I've got Dennis Locorriere. Would you like to speak to him?
I would. It's lovely to listen to you, Ian, on LBC.
There you go, thank you.
Pick it back up again.
Yes.
Dennis.
Yes.
Question for you. My favourite song is If Not You.
Okay.
I love that one. But question, where did the name get the band? How did you get the name to the band?
Well, there was a fellow in the band at the time named George Cummings, a guitar player, and we were playing in bars, little bars, and it didn't really matter what the name of the band was or what you played as long as you were on stage till 3 o'clock in the morning. And then one night the owner got enterprising and he said, I want to put a poster in the window. What's the name of the band? And so George made up Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show at the time. I mean, loosely on the fact that we had a guy in the band with an eye patch, so I guess that was the Dr. Hook thing. But the Medicine Show was actually the real strong point of the whole thing because, a medicine show in the Old West in America was just you'd pull a flatbed wagon into town and make a lot of noise and draw a crowd and then sell them snake oil, which was usually, I guess, water and sugar and stuff. And pretty much that's what we used to do, is just make a lot of noise and draw a crowd. And then we dropped the Medicine Show in the late 70s or late 70s, just to streamline because it sounded like a real hippie name. But, I never thought I'd be explaining it this many years later.
Tanya, Tanya, I've got to go.
That's lovely.
There we go. Sorry, I'm going to call my mum up now. Now, my mum is a massive fan of yours. This is, I know, who cares? Let's explore.
Is your mum going to ask me where my iPad patch is?
No, I took her to see the Dr. Hook band, and she was going, but where's Dennis? She was.
I know that's flattering, but I wish I wasn't in a band that there were so many versions of.
But she's going to.
There was a Dr. Hook cover band, tribute band, a couple of years ago, and their tickets were more expensive than mine. I couldn't go.
Hello.
Hello, Mum, it's Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Do you want to speak to Dennis Locorriere?
Yeah.
He's sitting right beside me.
What's your mum's name?
She's Linda.
Hello, Linda. Hello.
Hello.
I was so happy to show up and see your famous son wanted to talk to me on the radio.
Oh, no.
Do you know something? My mom used to call radio stations and just badger them to death about chart positions and, what number is the record this week? And if it wasn't high enough, she'd give them some grief, So it's nice are you going to come to any of my shows ever?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to see
I've been to quite a few.
Okay.
Mum, didn't you meet Dennis backstage at the Hammersmith Odeon or something?
Yes, that was years ago.
Was I kind or was I a dickhead? Sorry. I mean, no, was I kind? Was I kind to you? I mean,
Don't say dickhead to my mother.
Well, I know. Not only to you, on the radio and to your mother. Oh, my God.
Mum, is there anything you want to ask him?
She hung up.
No. I'm sitting here with a photograph of him.
Oh, God.
Trying to remember what I look like.
Mum, listen, he's got a guitar here. I suspect if you asked him for a song, he might do.
What song? What song would you want to hear?
A little bit more.
Okay, I'll sing that before I leave the room, I promise.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Mum. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Thanks, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye, Linda.
Bye. There we go. You see, that's made a day. She's going to be crying.
Great. No, that's great.
She's going to be crying. Okay, listen, can we play track 2 on the CD 1? Because this is another one of these pronunciation things. This is, I think this is a slightly... Let's have this, because I'll talk over the top like DJs do, like proper jocks.
Yeah, you got to leave room to do the weather.
Yeah, well, exactly, there you go. Now, listen, this is the radio. This is one of my favourite Dr. Hook songs.
Right.
But there's a bit in here, right, that I don't quite understand what you're saying. So have a listen, and I'll point it out. Here we go.
Everything I got to feeling alone. Baby, you got me radio. If I change the station, I'll get the same song. Hope it ain't on the top too long, 'cause I really couldn't take it if they kept on playing it. It's too unhappy and too close to home. I don't wanna hear it, but the singer keeps singing that
Here we go.
song. I gave you my love, you didn't.
Stop it there! I gave you my love.
You didn't earn it.
Oh, man, really?
And I gave you my heart and you threw it away.
That's one of my favourite songs.
That's my New Jersey accent. I hear that on Sylvia's Mother,
Yeah.
and I got a couple more years on you when I listen to those things
I've never
now.
been able to work out what you've been saying there. No
See
disrespect.
that? No, I'm glad I'm in the annals of those songs that you can't understand.
John is in the Vauxhall. John, have you got a question?
Oh, hi, Ian. Hi, Dennis.
Hello.
Nice to talk to you. Yeah, a few years ago, I called on TV in a concert, and you did a number called Sex Drive. I would have bought the album if I could find it for just that track. I can't find it anywhere.
Sex Drive probably, it's a Hook album. Yeah, that probably would have been on like Players in the Dark or one of those later albums. It's out there somewhere.
It is.
It's out there somewhere. Yeah, that's a song Ray sang about pizza turning him on and stuff like that.
Any chance of a line or two?
Yeah, huh?
What? Sorry? What?
Any chance at... No,
Oh, you mean from the song?
Oh, singing that song. I don't remember it. That was a song that Ray used to sing. It was a good one, though. A guy named Greg Bowen wrote it, and I'll tell him you mentioned it.
Okay,
Cheers, John. Thank you. John, they're asking for a line or two. Now, let's be careful. It's daytime, but the early
I've
Doctor
just
Hook,
never been into that.
the early Doctor Hook songs.
Yes.
I got stoned and I missed it.
Yes.
They're all about sex and drugs.
Yeah, but they
really
all poke
overtly.
fun in it, kind of. I got stoned and I missed it. You know, I got stoned and I missed it. If you listen to that
It's a
song, it's
cracking
about
record.
my whole life. I've missed my entire
It took
life.
7 months of Virgin to get the young local Virgin to put her hand on my knee or something like
Yeah,
that.
with the sweet face, back to my place. Yes. No, but that's the whole thing. And even cover a Rolling Stone. About freaky old lady named Cocaine Katie.
Yeah.
I mean, this was just poking fun at the excesses of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't mean that we were selling it door to door or
Yeah.
anything, but you know.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a break in a minute. Let's move on from Doctor Hook. We'll talk about the stuff that you're doing now. We've got this massive tour, which has got about, 25, 30 dates?
31 dates, yeah.
I'm not being rude, mate. You're getting on in years. That's going to exhaust you.
No,
isn't it?
no, I want to sit somewhere and rot.
I've seen you live, though, and you don't sit down. You're pacing around.
No,
you're
it's not. I'm not like on a stool like Slim Whitman or anything like that, yodeling. No, that's machine gun folk music, man.
But maybe that could be the way forward.
What I remember you.
There we go, he's still got it. Okay, listen, we've got another 15, 20 minutes I think we can persuade Dennis to stick around for. 0870, or he may go during the news, I don't know. there could be an air of tension in here I've not detected. 0870 9090 973. More of your calls, and maybe a song after this.
You know Sky TV gives you fantastic entertainment.
Well, one more Doctor question.
What's that?
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard.
Yes.
The joke is meant to be the joke, isn't it? It's hard.
Well, but it's difficult. It was useful that it could be meant a couple of different ways. But when I sang it, I was singing in my heart the word difficult.
It's difficult.
Now, the girls who say, it's hard, it gets so hard, they were sluts. They meant what you think.
Dennis, listen, thanks very much. 0870 I don't know, can we say sluts on the radio?
I already said dickhead.
Oh my God, I'm going to get taken off. Here's the news.
Available on
Hook. I'm going to stop saying that now.
No, you can't. Did they give you an extra 30 minutes? The 3.5 hour show?
Yeah, well, yeah.
They give you a little more, don't they?
Yeah. I'd rather have a bit less and get the same money, to be honest. Hey, earn your keep. You got your guitar. You couldn't do us a tune, could you?
I could. If it's better than ventriloquism on the radio, isn't it? This is from my latest album, my latest release, which will be my current release for the rest of my life, unless I put another one out. Ain't it sweet? Ain't it nice? When a day comes along so bright that it opens your eyes. It's so rare, but it's there now and then. Yeah. When it's real, you feel sure, and you start to believe that you'll never be sad anymore. But just when you think you know, guess again. Guess again and you find it'll change every time you relax. Just when you settle in, then your life will begin to run steadily off of the tracks. And just about the time you think the world has got the best of you, guess again. Oh, guess again. Do 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 do. Yeah. Ain't no chance to refrain. Have your fun in the sun, but you better watch out for the rain. 'Cause just when you think you know, guess again, guess again. Guess again and you find it'll change every time you relax. Just when you settle in, then your life will begin to run steadily off of the tracks. And just about the time you think the world has got the best of you, guess again. I said do 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 do. Oh, yeah. Guess again. So you think you got the answer? Guess again.
Come on, I'll have some of that. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
That sounds superb.
Travel guitar. It's like a little ukulele.
Eduardo's emailed in to ask what guitar you've got.
I have a little Martin travel guitar, a tiny little guitar that I finally bought after so many years of wanting one so I could take it on board airplanes, and now you can't even bring toothpaste.
No.
So that's the end of that.
Hey, listen, so that's from one of the lucky ones. That's
Yes.
the CD that's
Yes.
out. I'm guessing you can get it. You can get it in CD stores. I've seen
Yeah, I
I've
guess
seen it in
you
record
can.
shops.
Yes.
And also go to DennisLocorriere.com. We'll have a link on the LBC website. Let's get. Can we find exactly what time Dennis is leaving? Because I want to make sure we cram everything in if you can.
And I want to sing the song for your mum.
Exactly. John, have you got a question for Dennis?
Well, yes. I just really, just fantastic to hear you. Really more a story. In fact, I bought the album A Little Bit More in the 70s. I think it was 76, and it was quite funny because we got my octogenarian great aunt, Auntie Phil or Phyllis, who lived in Penner, just up the road, to buy this record for me. And Mum sort of teased me about it for afterwards. She sort of said, this little old lady going into a shop and asking for a song with the lyrics, when your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor, when you think I've loved you all I can, I'm going to love you a little bit more. And for 76, that was sort of deemed sort of highly...
Quite raunchy. It's a guy saying, I know we just had sex, and you think that's it. Here we go
Well,
again.
you know, they wouldn't play that song on American radio for months. They just kept saying it's too
filth.
dirty, it's too filthy. Not by today's standards, you know.
No, it's...
by today, you say nasty words before the vocals come in, you know, so...
But it's my mum's favourite record. We're going to hear that a bit later on. John, listen, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Good, lad, there we go. Verinda's in the East Ham. Hello, Verinda.
Hello, I want to ask Dennis a question.
Okay, well, then do it.
What's that, man?
What's up, dear?
How you doing?
I'm okay.
It should warn you, Verinda calls in quite regularly. You know, just...
Okay, well, see if he asks me the same question he asks everybody else.
I'm just wondering, what you think of this. I'm going to sing, and just tell me what you think.
God, I'm so sorry.
Well, that's all right. Oh, you're going to sing?
He's going to sing.
Oh, cool. Go ahead, Verinda. This is cool. Hey, I feel like Simon Cowell. This is great. I'll try to be kinder, though.
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, it's hard. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you know it's hard. It's hard. You know, it gets so hard. Everybody wants her. Everybody loves her. Everybody wants to take your baby home. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you watch your friends.
Yeah.
Look, I think it was something. Dennis, be honest, for God's sake.
Well, no, I mean, what is it that you want me to say? I mean, do you want me to? I would not criticize you. I think that if you called up and you sang that on the radio, that you get points just for that. Yeah. I believe.
I would say
I'm not the kind of guy that critiques anyone. I will say though that American Idol and all that pop idol stuff. You know what I mean? Where you get the 14 weeks to become a superstar.
Yeah.
You don't ever want to go on that show, Verinda, because I'll tell you what happens. You'll walk in there in a t-shirt and jeans the first week, and 14 weeks later you'll leave in an Armani suit and get in a Porsche, but they'll forget about you because they think that after the 14 weeks they've seen the arc of your career. So if I were you, I would take a more natural route if I were you.
But you may have talent, Verinda.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Keep on looking for it. Maybe you left it under the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that thing about it's hard so many times that I actually thought we'd call the sex chat line, that I really didn't know what we were listening to.
I would be demanding my £1.50 a minute back. I think that's what they charge. I don't know, for goodness sakes.
That's not fair when they say it's like £1.50 a minute and then the first 5 minutes are advertisements. And how would I know that? Someone told me.
Hey, life on the road is lonely. Gary! Hello, Gary!
Hi there.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Dennis.
Hey, man, how are you?
Not too bad, and you?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
Good. It's been a few years, but I was just wondering if you remember me and my brother.
Well,
my brother's Terry, the coach driver from Guards Coach.
Oh, Terry, yeah, of course I do. I remember that. I remember coach drivers. Man, you always remember the guys that get you around safely, you know what I mean? Especially when you leave on time.
Yeah.
How's your brother doing? Is he still driving a coach?
Oh, yeah, can't get him away from coaches.
Okay, is he driving famous people?
Not now, no. He's just running from airports now.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay. All right, well, tell him I said hello.
I will do.
That's cool.
Last week, I found a mouth organ that you gave me at the Royal Festival Hall in Croydon.
Really? I would boil that before you do anything with it.
Gary, listen, we've got to move on. Thank you very much for that. We've got 4 minutes left. Would you mind doing a little bit more for my mum?
I would not mind at all. As a matter of fact, I'd have to come back and do it if we didn't have time.
Bless you.
When your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor. When you think I've loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more. Come on over here and lay by my side. I've got to be touching you. Let me rub your tired shoulders the way I used to do. Look into my eyes and give me that smile, the one that always turns me on. And let me take your hair down, 'cause we're staying up to greet the sun. And when your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor, when you think I've loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more. Got to say a few things that have been on my mind, and you know where my mind has been. And I guess I learned my lessons, and now's the time to begin. So if you're feeling alright and you're ready for me, know that I'm ready for you. We better get it on now, 'cause we got a whole life to live through. And when your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor, when you think I loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more. Oh.
It's a cracking song. Dennis, listen, thank you very much. The album is one of the lucky ones. The tour dates, there's about 30 of them, but he's playing Hertford, Leeds, Chesterfield, Redditch, Tamworth, Burgess Hill. The list is on DennisLocorriere.com. If you can't find that, then if you go to lbc.co.uk, we shall put a link up. Oh, you're right. You spilled
I just spilled water myself.
Man.
I have a hole in my neck or something. I just put.
It was all going so well. And
it was, and all of a sudden, right there at the end, there, I got really doddering and foolish.
you muffed it up at the end. Unbelievable. If you go to lbc.co.uk,
you didn't have to tell him I did that. It's radio.
The sound of you going.
That's true. I did sound a bit disconcerted.
Kind of gave it away a little bit, didn't it? Oh, bless him. He's getting on a bit. Give him a break, for goodness' sake. Hey, listen, man. I'm going to come and see you on tour. It's really nice.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. I'm happy to see you.
I know you've got a busy day, so thanks for popping in. Yes, okay, 08709090973. So now to get the latest travel news with Alan Joyce.
And the M11 still shut northbound between junctions 7 and 8.
Oh, I meant to ask. Apparently, Dr. Hook did a gig years ago. They did the encore in the nude. I forgot to ask. What a lovely, lovely, lovely man. I'm going to phone my mum up later on and make sure she's still alive. Jeez, that would have killed her. Don't forget, DennisLocorriere.com. It's a slightly tricky name to spell, so I won't do it now, but if you go to lbc.co.uk, we have a new page on my website. We've got the Music Thursday page, which will be detailing all of the guests we have on the show and giving links to their websites. And Ting, and there's a link up there for Dennis, so that's all very nice. Igor's in the Red Hill.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, Igor.
I just missed him.
Yeah, he's just gone, sorry.
I learnt the harmony to a little bit more.
Oh, man, he's gone off. He's doing radio and TV all day, for God's sakes.
Yeah. Could you play that back that he sang, and I could do the harmony anyway?
I can't, well, I can sing it,
Okay. Okay, you start.
And when your body's had enough of me and I'm laying flat out on the floor. When you think I've loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more. There we go. Well, in some ways, we didn't even need to get the fella in. I think I can do it a little bit. I give it a bit more passion and emotion than he does.
I've got the eye patch, so you know.
Well, there you go. Oh, of course you have. Yeah, well, there you go. It's the reunion that he vowed would never. What a lovely chap. I'm still a little bit starstruck, to be honest.
Who was the other guy who looked like he was singing?
Who looked like him singing when?
No. Was he the one with the eye patch?
No, he was that. Well, you're not listening, Igor. No, the guy with the eye patch was a bloke called Ray, and he did some of the. He did like all the sort of in inverted commas comedy songs.
So he's a big guy. This guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, not. Hang on a minute. What do you mean big? Not big as he's not. He's got a beard.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway,
many of them.
Igor, anything else?
There should be, shouldn't there?
I guess there should be. I don't know. I always feel. I think we'll start the show properly at 4:00. So I guess for the next 10 minutes, it's just kind of
waffling.
Yeah. Igor, here's a question for you. Actually, I can ask you this question and answer it delicately, bearing in mind the time of day.
Yeah.
You know, newsagents.
Yeah.
It's a lazy way to start a conversation. You know newsagents, right? Yeah.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. You know I'm doing it again. I can't stop myself doing it. And I can't see a way to construct this sentence without starting. You know the cards they put in the windows of newsagents?
What, like light van removal?
Okay, light van removal, okay.
Massages?
The second one. And when it says massage, Igor, written, massage with one S, written in black marker pen, what do you think they're offering?
They probably got their qualification from another country that couldn't spell massage.
Okay. Now listen, I've had no one's backing me up on this. I had almost a row with Agent Chris yesterday, my producer, because I'm adamant, and where I live in Muswell Hill, there are lots of these cards, that ladies of a certain... But prostitutes is what I'm trying to say. There's no delicate way around it. Prostitutes advertise on the cards in shop windows. Am I right or am I wrong?
They do, I think.
Thank you very much. I need to take a picture of this because there's one newsagent, and also how much does the newsagents charge to put an advert in a window on a card?
20%.
20% of what?
Of the take.
Well, if we go back to the prostitutes, how do they work that out? Oh, the money.
Sorry?
Yes.
They just have to be honest. That's all.
I thought, isn't it like 20 pence a week or something?
I think so, yeah.
But how, even if they've got Hang on, let's work this out. Even if a window's got 20 postcards in the front window for 20 pence a week, that is it's about £4 a month or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's the point of doing it?
Yeah, I wouldn't bother.
And does anybody reply? I don't. In the olden days, before we had the internet and CFAX, yes, maybe it was a good way to get rid of the old pram. To to say I drive a van, you can hire me for £5 an hour. I don't know. Maybe that was the way to do these things. But nowadays, you don't know. Does anyone really respond to these little postcards?
It depends what you're looking for.
Igor, I suppose it does depend what I saw a brilliant one once. It wasn't technically a postcard. It was like a little poster, tiny little poster. Well, I don't know what size paper is that? Is that A5, A3, A5, A2, A1, M25? I don't know. We don't know. The two blank faces going. What is he talking? I don't know what it. Why do they? Oh, I'm confusing myself now. Dion. Hello. Why does paper sizes come in A's?
To fit machines.
Oh, right, OK, well, that explains it.
Yeah.
Yes, but I saw an advertisement in a newsagent's, and it was for learning how to draw. Learn how to draw. I will teach you how to draw. I will come to your house and teach you to draw. You can come to my house. I will teach you to draw. And to prove that they could draw, this person had done tiny little faces all the way around the advert. There's maybe 100 faces there. And guess what, Dion?
Go on. A4's the most popular.
What?
A4 is the most
yes, it is the most popular, but let's do one. We've moved on from that now.
Go on, then.
What's half an A4?
Half an A4, I think, is an A3.
Hang on, I thought the smaller the number, the bigger the paper.
No.
Okay. Anyway, we've lost the momentum of that story, but all the little pictures were rubbish.
Yeah.
Can we call and see if Dennis wants to come back and do the next 2.5 hours? Because this is Dion.
There's something I enjoyed him.
You did what?
Yeah, I enjoyed him.
Now we all know that you work for the government as a spy, although we're not supposed to say that. I'm not making light of it. But when you say you enjoyed him, is that code for I'm going to kill him?
No, it's because I used to be a DJ when I was very young.
What was this? Was this when you were? Yeah. Is this when you were spying?
When I left school and that, I built a twin deck and.
Was this your cover when you were working abroad?
No, my cover. I was a panel beater.
Dion, we'll find out more after this.
Fine wine, fast.
Oh, by the way, Dennis Locorriere says that he may come in on a Sunday night and do Triple M with me one night. Take calls straight to air. How weird would that be? Sorry, Dion? Hello?
Who go straight to air?
Who does what?
Oh, you're on about Matey Boy out of Dr. Hook.
Yeah, Matey Boy. He said that he might pop in and do a Sunday night Triple M show with me one night and just take calls straight to air.
I might ring him.
It would be good. It would
because I know his music. He's a bit older than me. He's probably he's a bit older than you.
Well, I think I'm
allowed. The same age as my niece.
I think he's.
I watch you in concert.
You do what?
I watch you in concert.
Again, is that coded slang for I'm going to take you out with a rifle?
No, it's not.
Okay. What concert?
Social grammar. Boys and girls.
What?
Boys and girls, was it, or something?
Boys and girls? Herschel, that's my school I used to go to.
You went to Herschel School?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the boys and the girls?
Well, it was called Boys and Girls. You know the...
Do you mean Guys and Dolls?
Guys and Dolls, that's it.
I wasn't in that.
Oh, weren't you in it?
No, I was in Sweeney Todd.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you didn't...
I went to watch Guys and Dolls.
Boys and Girls. Right. Anyway, Dion, sorry, I feel we're meandering slightly. What can I do for you today?
I've just been tucked up with my gas bill.
What, again, is this some kind of street slang for a practice that I don't want to know?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Stop taking the mick all the time.
I'm not, it's not all the time. Okay, let's not spoil it.
While I'm away, my gas bill's supposed to be paid.
Right.
And it hasn't been.
Uh-oh, so you've been tucked up?
So I've got a £1,653.7.
Sweet Lord, what have you been doing? Just cutting one of the pipes and lighting the gas that comes out and burning it non-stop?
So I phoned the gas board up today.
Yeah.
So I've got them sorted, and I've got them sorted, so it's all being sorted out.
Is it right? Lovely, good lad.
Yeah, but God, I was a bit worried at the time.
Yeah.
You know, I missed bloody. Sorry, excuse the language.
That's right.
I missed LBC last night.
Oh, it was good last. Clive was on last night. He was good.
I know. I normally watch him. Oh. It's last night tonight.
Then he's leaving, isn't he? Yes.
I listened to you.
Right.
Then I made my dinner.
Yeah.
And I got a phone call. I had to go away.
All right. Where did you have to go?
And I missed down to South Bank.
Was it a mission?
Eh?
Was it a mission? And I'm not taking the mic.
That's where the office is, South Bank.
Okay, so you have to go down to MIs.
By London Bridge.
Yeah.
By Tower Bridge.
Okie dokie.
And I missed Marcus Churchill, was it? Yeah, I think it was Marcus Churchill last night. And I got back about 5:30 and I listened to Iain Lee. Which he does tickle me a bit, you know. You there?
I love this show. All singing and dancing, dancing and singing.
08709090973. We're talking about. We've got a whole CD of Doctor Hook songs lined up in a machine. If it goes the way the show went yesterday, we'll play one. I think we'll have one a bit later on. It's Music Thursday. We can play a song for God's sakes. We're talking about A4 paper for some reason. It sounds a bit dull, doesn't it, when you put it coldly like that? But in the context of the conversations we've been having, it sounded like a lot of fun, huh? It sounded cool. And cards in shop windows, newsagent windows generally. Now, I've always thought, and I know for a fact that the two newsagents near me, the majority of those cards advertise sexual liaisons with prostitutes. And yet yesterday, when I was trawling around West London with Chris, trying to find a newsagent so I could prove my point to him, we couldn't find one anywhere. And also, again, I don't want to dwell on, selling your body, but escorts are prostitutes, aren't they? There's no. Chris naively thinks that you can just book an escort to go out with you for company, to see a film or something. See snakes on a plane, you've got no one to go with, so you get an escort. And it literally means that. But we all know it means something else, don't we? And let's bear in mind the time of day and kids are coming home and stuff like that. So let's dance around the Sugar Plum Fairy in the middle of the ring. That doesn't make any sense at all, does it? Carol's in the Ealing.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Carol.
Right, you wanted to know about paper sizing. How thrilling is this?
I certainly do.
Okay, A5 is small than the A4, and A3 is larger than A4.
Hang on a second. Let's start again.
Okay.
This, and by the way, if people at home want to know this, go and get your papers.
And pens.
And pens. Or pens. In the older people always say pencils, wouldn't they? Have you got to get a pencil and paper?
They're usually broken, the pencils. You have to find a pencil sharpener.
Does anybody... Here we go, Carol. Does anybody still use pencils?
Yes.
Who?
Me at work.
Oh. No, you don't. It's always a biro.
Yes, I do.
It's always... No. Is it a real pencil, or is it a propelling pencil?
No, it's an ordinary lead pencil.
Boy, was I disappointed to find out that a propeller pencil, is that the right word, propelling? Propelling is just a pencil where you push a button and lead comes out. I thought I had in my mind the image of it looked like a helicopter.
Yeah, well, I'm with you there.
Yeah, we go. Excellent, thank you. Now, so here we go, and paper sizes, and if you missed this, you can get this on the LBC podcasts, by the way. Here we go.
Right, A5 is smaller than A4.
Is it half the size of A4?
Yes, approximately.
So if I fold up an A4, that's an A5?
It should be an A5.
There we go, A5.
Okay.
Yes.
But an A3...
Yes.
...is larger than an A4.
So the smaller the number, the bigger the paper.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you've got envelopes to match.
Envelopes?
Or envelopes, if you want to be northern.
I find people who say envelopes quite sexy.
Well, envelopes, there you go.
Wow.
Exactly.
Hot potatoes.
Mm.
Yes.
And you have got A3s, A4s, A5s, and then you've got window bankers and plain bankers.
I beg your pardon?
Exactly.
Yes. The question has to be asked, what's a window banker? Steady?
That's a banker envelope that's got a window in it
Okay,
on the left-hand side at the bottom.
Okay. No, I know what I need to do. This is quite dull. If I can have my computer down a little bit, I need to... It's dull, but it's good, Carol, so I'm not having to dig you. I need to play some music underneath me to make this a little bit more exciting.
Oh, fair enough.
What shall we have?
Well, Sugar Plum Fairy seem to be skirting around that.
I haven't got Sugar Plum.
Well, then you can't play music, Ian.
Oh, I can play this. Okay.
Right.
Carry on, Carol.
There's not a lot else to say about it,
Oh,
really. I've just gone to the wood pulp.
So A1 is the biggest sheet of paper there is?
A3, I think, is the biggest.
Well, what's an A2? Wait, hang on, I've got a joke for you, Carol. Well, hang on, what's an A1?
An Ian Lee.
No, it's a road that runs parallel to the M1.
Oh, ha, ha.
Oh, you're right, it is a little bit dull, isn't it? Even the music couldn't work. Carol, thank you very much for that.
Not a problem.
There we go, good lad. Let's just try, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Ban me.
I can't ban you.
Just ban me, please.
I'm afraid I'm not going to ban you, and your banning request is making me all the more determined never to ban you.
Oh, I've only got one thing to say to that.
Yeah, go on.
Jackass.
Thank you. Julian!
Hello, I'm so pleased that you wouldn't ban him.
No, he's never going to get banned, and he genuinely means it. I get emails and not text, I don't do text, emails and phone calls saying, just ban me, please ban me.
I was in a pub last night talking to somebody who also listens to the show, who I'd not met before, met through a friend of a friend, and we were talking about you banning Choco. So.
Were you on a blind date?
No, I wasn't, but it's funny you should mention it. It's about dating, actually. I read those things in the newsagent windows, because they're quite funny. I find a lot of them are now in different foreign languages as well.
Yeah?
I don't know, around my way, a lot of them seem to be in Polish about, rooms to rent and stuff like that.
Well, if they're in Polish, how do you know what they're about?
Because I went to Poland in the summer, so I've learnt to read a little bit of Polish. Actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Line 1, do you want to speak to Julian?
Yes, please.
Go on then.
Jackass.
There we go, you see. Well done.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So in Wimbledon there's a shop and it charges £5 a week.
Oh! £5 a week for a postcard?
Yeah. For a smaller one than that. If say postcard was like A5 size, it's a bit smaller than that.
No, postcard... Hang on. Whoa. Postcards aren't A5. Look, I can't believe we're doing the whole full scap measurements. Postcards aren't A5. Postcards are half the size of A5.
No.
If A5 is half an A4... I've got a piece of A4 paper here. Have you got any there, Julian?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Okay, get a piece of A4 paper.
Yeah, I've got...
Right, fold it in half.
Yeah.
That's A5.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, fold that. No. Then turn it on its side and fold it in half again.
That'd be A6.
That's a postcard.
Okay.
There we go. I'm right, aren't I?
All right. Anyway, so they charge about £5 a week, but they've got, about 40 of them in the windows. So what's that, £200 a week?
Blimey, O'Reilly.
Exactly.
I thought places charged 20 pence a week.
Well, places in Morden that charge about that. And I did see this, and I'm not lying. This was about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Somebody actually put an advert up saying, "Hi, my name is, I'm 30 years old," gave a description of himself. "If you'd like to go out on a date with me, please call me on 07...
I'm not a pervert. I'm not going to kill you. Honest, I've got references. They're under my stairs.
It cracked me up, man. It cracked me. I was like, somebody's actually looking for a girlfriend using a newsagent advert.
I must admit, because I do like, when I'm getting the bus or something, or if I'm with someone and they've popped in to get some smokes or something.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who smokes anymore, actually. But I do like reading those adverts.
Yeah, definitely. That's where I'm usually waiting for people by stations and stuff, and the newsagent's there, so I'm reading them and I'm thinking, I don't understand those ones in Polish. But there's massage ones, they're blatantly...
They're sex, aren't they?
They blatantly
They write in a sex code that is too rude to say on the radio. Julie, I've got to move on. Thanks. They write in a sex code that's too rude to broadcast, but I was trying to explain it to Chris. I think I corrupted Chris's mind yesterday. The world. Yes, so I came into work today. It was a little bit late because I was getting curtains fitted, new curtains in my bedroom. Oh, and which I've not seen yet, because I have to leave while the guy was doing it. Excellent guy. And blinds put in the kitchen. For the first time ever, I've got blinds in my kitchen. Oh, it changes the room. It really changes the room. Yeah, it's nice. It was kind of, because we got the kitchen done about 3 years ago. A bit boring, I don't care. But we never had blinds put up, so it just looks really nice. It's wooden blinds. You can do that and it opens like that. That's good. And then when I got a haircut, a little bit too short, but I kind of like it a little bit short. It's getting a bit too big and bushy, so I like that. Anyway, there was a reason. Oh yeah, so then I come into work, and normally I come in, I've got 10, 15, 20... If I've said something contentious or obnoxious on the show before, maybe 30 emails to come into. I had 294 emails, and I'm thinking, sweet Lord, someone's obviously spammed me with this. They hadn't. They were 294 emails that, for some reason, the file server, is that a word? I don't know what it is, had held back all of these emails over the past week or so. So I had people having a go at me about Steve Irwin, emails for Stephen Murdoch. I had people telling me off for not washing my hands after going to the... All these emails. So if I didn't respond to them, do you know what I mean? It's tough, isn't it? Really, it's tough, really. But I suppose what I should say is I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry, 'cause it's not my fault. It's tough, you know. There are wars going on. That's nothing. I didn't respond to an email. That's nothing. Get over it. All right? But really what I should be saying is sorry, but I don't mean it. Anyway, Simon!
Yeah.
Hello there.
How are you, sir?
Do you know what? I'm good today. I've got a cheese and onion baguette from downstairs. Although it's a soft baguette. I don't know why that... And I don't really fancy it today. Normally I really fancy... I'd have eaten it by now. I don't fancy it now.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, isn't it?
I'm just calling up to confirm that Agent Chris is right to a point with the escorts.
Oh, please. Now, Agent Chris thinks that escorts are young ladies you can hire to go with you to see a movie, have dinner, and then they say, thanks very much, you write them a cheque, and then they go, and that's it.
It's not only ladies that do it, men do it as well. I was doing security in London about 2 years ago, and a friend of mine wanted to work weekends, but to add to his income.
Subsidise, I'll do it. Yeah, I heard you struggling. Don't worry, it's a tough word.
And he went for an interview. Yes. He phoned up the agency, went for an interview, and they basically said, what happens is, they phone up the agency saying, I need someone for this sort of function.
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll give you a ring, see if you're available.
Yeah.
They'll tell you what the function is. They'll send a car to pick you up.
Oh, classy.
Drop you off to the client's address.
Yes.
You go out for the evening.
Yes.
You work. They say I need him or her for 3 to 4 hours. So let's say picks him up at 8, finishes at midnight.
Yeah.
Now after that time, your work for the agency is done.
Here we go. Yes, go on. So I'm right. Carry on.
No, you're right to a point, but so is Chris.
Well, he's not. But carry on. Go on. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
After midnight, right, you'll stop working for the agency. So after that time, you do basically what you want. It's up to you. If you like the person, things go further, it's down to you. But it is outside the agency's work.
Now, that's it. That's the agency's legal little shenanigan.
Yeah,
but if you have intercourse, sexual intercourse with the lady, I'm guessing money is exchanging hands for that.
I didn't. He didn't actually go for the job, but the way they do it is they send a check in to the company, and you get paid out of that. Anything on top of that, like a tip. Or anything
A
like
tip?
That, not declared.
Oh! So they give you again, we can make hang on, let me just say it, and then everyone at home can make their own joke. So a tip is given.
Yeah.
Just be silent for a second, everyone makes their own joke there. Okay, they've done that. And that tip would be for how pleasing the evening has been.
Yeah.
So Chris isn't right.
Well,
escorts are prostitutes.
No, he's right within the rules of the escort agency.
He's right within well, that's what the
After that, you're right.
But, well, hang on, if I'm right after that, it means I'm right throughout all of that.
You are right in what you're saying, but it depends
well,
on...
then end the sentence there. If I'm right with what I'm saying, then how, Simon, basically, you're putting up a noble fight, but then how can Chris be right?
Because,
Yes, yes, thank you. For a man who couldn't even say subsidised. Chris, what's that town in the Midlands? Not Leicester or Coventry,
Leeds?
No, are you eating?
Yeah.
Eating biscuits?
Yeah.
Good, they've got a load of free biscuits. I bought a load of biscuits for my team. No, not Leeds, it's in the Midlands. You got up the M6.
Birmingham.
What's it called?
Birmingham.
The thing is, he's not putting that on. That's him really trying to say it. Oh, man! Now, I forgot to say this. The other day, a young gentleman offered me tickets to go to the boxing on this Friday, tomorrow evening. I was unable to go as I had a previous engagement. That engagement has been well cancelled now, so I can go. But I've lost the bloke's email address, and I think it was Justin or Julian or something. If you're listening, I want to go see the boxing. I want to see men punch themselves. So give us a call. I know it's a long shot, but it would be good to go to the boxing. 08709090973. Paul!
Hello, Ian. How you doing, mate?
I'm disappointed that I didn't keep the young gentleman's email who offered me...
Sure, he'll get back to you.
Hopefully he will. Hopefully he will. But I may have bitten off the hand that was feeding me.
Oh, he'll get sorted.
I think I looked my gift horse in the mouth.
Never mind. Yeah, I've got an apology to make, yeah?
Yeah?
If I contributed to the deterioration of the show yesterday, I would say anything about the world. But you know what I mean? I know it's gravity and all that.
Oh, you're the guy that wants to...
Yeah, no, I won't go down it again.
No, we have to remind the listener, you're the guy that wants to build a tunnel through the world and jump through it and come out upside down or something in Australia.
Something like that.
Yes,
but
okay.
If I heard you saying that the show had gone as I was driving home.
Do you know what, Paul? Surprisingly, you were the highlight of a terrible, terrible show yesterday. You were the best
really?
bit. Yeah, oh yeah, I mean that sincerely, yes.
Well, I've got 3 other quickies.
Go on then.
I use pencils, because I'm a tiler.
Oh, okay, but no one uses pencils at home to write on a bit of paper.
Yeah.
But okay, I'll buy that one. HB, is it?
I don't know.
Okay, good lad.
Find it.
Yes.
And you know the things in the shop windows?
Yes, the
back in the day when I was younger, I used to always get bed sits through it. Do you know what I mean?
I think you mean bed sits,
I never
don't
used to
you?
use a paper.
No.
Always bed sits around.
Were they not a bit dodgy, though, those kind of adverts?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I'd never use them now.
No.
And the last one, this is sort of funny, probably won't be now I've said that.
Okay, you built
I
it up.
thought the Doctor Hook thing was brilliant, by the way.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he, Dennis? A nice bloke.
Oh, man. That song, I was nearly crying.
He's got some voice on him, do you know what I mean? He's got some voice. He's well worth seeing.
Crikey voice.
Yeah.
But you know when you had Donovan on?
Yes.
I thank God, man, I didn't get through, right? I was telling a mate about it.
Yeah.
Because I nearly went to see him. He was doing a thing that was cancelled with the Alabama 3.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have been even more stupid because of the songs I would have shouted out for him to sing.
Go on.
I got him mixed up with Don McLean.
Oh.
So I was telling my mate, you know, blah, blah, blah about Donovan, and he knows him, and knows of him. And I said, weird thing is, I said, he never mentioned American Pie. I said, I wanted to ring him up and say how good Vincent was. And I'd have had the wrong geezer, you know what I mean?
Paul, I'm going to have to cut you off for that stupidity. Thanks very much. If you chose really, been a good one today, as I knew it would be. You do yesterday's show. Oh dear, it's terrible. You do a really bad show, and generally the next show is quite good. Would you agree with me, Line One? It's not been that bad today.
Yeah, not too bad. I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah, go on.
2006.
Yes.
Is it right that a fully grown man, doesn't walk on a building site? He doesn't even glide. He minces. Is that right?
I think it's right.
And to make matters worse,
yes.
Not only
I've got to go. Oh, I've kicked my pens on the floor. I had a bath this morning. It's not weird to have a bath in the morning, is it? I'll tell you why. I woke up, I was all stiff. You know I was stiff yesterday because I did a new training thing at the gym on Tuesday. So I could barely walk yesterday. And I woke up this morning and it was almost as bad. So I had a hot bath. And Chris said, you got to have a bath in the morning. That's weird. It's all right to have a bath in the morning, isn't it? I think... Oh, no, Helen's pulling her face, and I respect Helen's opinions. It's all right. I couldn't move. It was a medicinal... It wasn't for cleansing. It was a medicinal bath. Like, I woke up early. I woke up and I had that flipping... Let me sleep... That song in, that's in Jenny Eclair's Trail. I was saying that as though I know her. Jenny Eclair's Trail. I had that going through my head, and it was dim my nuts in, so I had a bath. I don't think that's weird to have a bath first thing in the morning. B is in the Forest Gate.
Deja vu, senor, deja vu.
Isn't it just?
Stinker.
Yes.
Yes, you. You're a naughty boy yesterday, wasn't you?
Yes.
Monsieur? Yes. Hey, you know what? You know that last guy who was on the call, Paul? I mean, I've got a perfect. When I used to be working for the NASA, I used to be a scientist. And we was doing a project, and we had someone who wanted to go to New Zealand from America.
To go to where?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yep.
Okay.
It's near to Australia.
Oh, sorry, you mean New Zealand?
New Zealand.
Yes, where all the news comes from.
Well, it's more like what's the word for it? You know, all blacks.
Oh yes, I mean
rugby team.
New Zealand, you mean?
Yeah, New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah. It's near Australia.
New Zealand.
Yeah, we was doing a project, and
this is when you worked for NASA, yeah?
Yes, of course, yes. And we wanted someone who could go to Australia without digging a hole, you know, like...
So there's something to fly over there, basically?
Yeah, so it's very dangerous. You know, it's very dangerous digging a hole. I mean, you could fall through it, you know?
I dug a hole once when I was about 7 on a beach, and I twisted my ankle falling into it.
Well, that was purely luck, really. You could have breaking your neck or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. And this person, he was very clever. He invented this device, right?
Yes.
And he had 2 barrels of oxygen stuck on it.
Yes.
And we blow him up in a cannon.
What?
I said, we blow him up in a cannon. Cannon. Yeah, cannon. And he would fly through the air. And he reached in New Zealand in 20 minutes.
Pardon?
Pardon? no, you.
Pardon?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's true. It's honest.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
It's a true story.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
Yeah, of course I have. It was with the girl named Michelle. Yeah.
So this guy, when he was, you fired him from Australia to New Zealand from a cannon?
Yeah. Pardon? Yeah, he reached there in 20 minutes, flat.
How did he land? Did he have like a big? Were there 2 people holding a big blanket?
No, I don't know about that, but we got a message from someone who says they saw him, and he had to use some oxygen, I suppose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool? Have you ever peed?
Yes. We've got to move. Thank you for that. I was playing safe there. I think. We have to do it, don't we? Can we play a Dr. Hook song? As music says, I know that Dennis. Can we have queue up track 5 on CD1? I know technically we shouldn't really do this, and it's a little bit naughty, but he was a guest. Track 5 on CD1. We've had to do a dump, and normally I would do something much cleverer and much better than this. But God damn it, he was the nicest guy, Dennis Locorriere. Let's have Dr. Hook. Here we go.
Elvis, he's a hero, he's a superstar, and I hear that Paul and Dylan sings for millions, and I just sing for free. Oh, everybody's making it big but me. Oh, everybody's making it big but me. Everybody's making it. Everybody's making it big but me. Everybody's making it. Neil Diamond sings for diamonds. Here's old rhinestone me. Oh, everybody's making it big but me. Well, I hear that Alice Cooper's got a foxy chick to wipe off this snake, keep him rich. And Elton John's got 2 fine ladies, and Dr. John's got 3. And I'm still seeing them same old sleazos that I used to see. Oh, everybody's making it big for me. Everybody's making it. Yeah, everybody's making it big for me. Everybody's making it. Well, I've got charisma and personality. Well, how come everybody's making it big for me? What's wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with it, Rick. Well, I paint my face with glitter, just like Bowie does. And I wear the same mascara that Mick Jagger does. And I even put some lipstick on that just hurt my dad and mom. And everybody's making it big but me. Oh, everybody's making it big but me. Everybody's making it big. Yeah, everybody's making it big to me. Everybody's making it big. They got groupies for their bands, and all I've got is my right hand, and everybody's making it big but me. Everybody's making it. Everybody's making it big. Everybody's making it. Everybody's making it big. Everybody's making it. Everybody's making it big. Everybody's making it big.
we go. That'll get us back up to speed. John's in the Fleet.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
First time caller. I can't believe how nervous I am.
Don't. Oh, I know we've made it worse by playing a really odd song before you as well. We don't normally do that, but when we had someone who may or may not have sworn, we're not sure. So we thought we'd play that just to build up the delay. Anyway, don't be nervous.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got a few things to talk about.
Yes, sir.
I want to make it as quick as possible. Haircuts. You say you just had your hair cut?
Yes.
Oh, don't you just hate it? The first 2 weeks after a haircut, it just doesn't feel right.
It feels odd. I tell you what I hate more about haircuts is the fact that for 45 minutes an hour, you've got to sit and look at yourself in a mirror. I hate looking at myself in a mirror, and you're forced to do it. And I'm trying to look down and look round, and he keeps grabbing my head and making me look in the mirror. It's very unpleasant.
And paper sizes.
Yes.
I might have come in a little bit late on this, but I don't know if you know about paper sizes, but the biggest standard cut paper is A0, and then it goes down to A6.
Well, someone said that it only goes up to A3, and but supposing I wanted bigger than A0.
Yeah, that gets supplied on a sheet, and it can be as long as you like, but you've got a predetermined width.
Then it's like wrapping paper or something, is it? And you've got to...
Yeah,
how the hell is people... How do girls cut wrapping paper straight? When I cut it, it's all wonky and all over the shop.
I must be a girl then. I'll do it all right.
Oh, can you do it?
Yeah.
So I've seen girls do a trick with a pair of scissors where they don't scissor it, but they just...
Oh, that's it. Oh, I never use scissors. I always use a ruler.
Oh, you use a ruler to cut your wrapping paper?
Yeah, you push down hard and you pull it up quick and it cuts it dead straight on.
Wow, blimey, that's like proper
That
science.
must be weird. I'm an engineer.
There we go. You see, you have a mind that's more attuned to those things. John, anything else?
Yeah, I've just been following a police car.
Yeah.
And it's just doing some general driving, and the way it overtook me and drove over the chevrons, and it didn't have blues and twos on.
Yes.
And I just followed it for a mile. I thought the way he was driving it was disgusting, but that also applies to people who drive buses around here. They're doing...
John, I've got to go, but you're right, bus drivers are the worst in the world.
Fine.
It's been a really good show today, and I genuinely mean that, so that's very exciting. If you want to take part, 08709090973, email ian@lbc.co.uk. If you've just tuned in and you don't know what we're talking about, see if you can pick it up in the next 10 minutes. If you can't, just after 5, I'll give a little recap, and we'll see what happens. Steve is in the Barnet.
Hello.
Hello, Steve.
I've just had the worst double take ever.
Why?
I was just flicking around the stations in between things.
Yes.
And I landed on another station, which shall remain nameless.
Yes.
And I heard the Mountain Song by Donovan. And I thought, I'm on the wrong... Hang on. It was all a bit too much because it was on another station at the same time you were on, and I couldn't cope.
Hang on a minute. You heard...
First there is a mountain,
then there is no mountain, then there is...
Yes, I did.
Wow.
It was all a bit weird.
Incredible.
No, I was like, hang on, that's not the... I thought, maybe you jumped stations that quickly. I thought, you've been fired, found a new job straight away. I thought,
It does happen in radio, but touch wood and pray to God I'm going to be here, and my contract runs out. When does the contract run out, Chris? I think it runs out the end of December. Oh, crikey. So I'm here until then, hopefully, but you never know what happens in this business.
I have to say, I really enjoy it. And but I wanted to ask you...
Yes.
Was, did you work with Sacha Baron Cohen when you were on the Late Show or whatever, the 11 o'clock?
The 11 o'clock show, yes.
So what do you think of this whole business of him getting talked about by the president, etc.?
Oh, no, does this actually happen that the president of Kazakhstan was going to speak to George Bush about him or something?
Well, I heard it. I don't know how much I believe it, but it did sound a bit odd.
It's strange, isn't it, that he's got a film coming out at the moment? I don't know. I don't know if it happens. Then that's wicked, I suppose. The whole thing that he did with Ali G and all that was... poking fun and manipulating those kind of people, so to have somehow infiltrated the president and the White House, that's kind of cool, I suppose, isn't it?
He did have a bit of go of sloughing that, Ali G, didn't he, really?
Well, no, he was Staines, wasn't he?
Oh, I also.
Yeah. But I did it with him in the 11 o'clock show. I did a gig with him before that. He owes me 25 quid.
Cool, that's a long debt to be remembering.
Well, I do. He's a multi-flipping millionaire now. I'm struggling to pay the mortgage, and he's a millionaire. I want the 25 quid back, for God's sakes.
Have a few drinks. Oh, you don't drink anymore.
Well, I can have a soft drink.
Agent Chris, 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 Agent Chris. It's Agent Chris's quote of the day.
Steve, we've been interrupted. It's Agent Chris's quote of the day. Let's go over live to Agent Chris and get his quote of the day. Agent Chris.
Slip-on shoes are for kids.
Discuss, Steve.
And old people.
Well, no, surely, but Well, I suppose he's got a point, actually, there, Steve. Old people have trouble with arthritic fingers and the
Don't be
fact...
bending over for hours in tiny laces, do you?
Yeah, and old people are a bit lazy. But the thing is, though...
Oh, that's a bit rough.
Well, they are. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Get me a cup of tea. Why? Because I'm old? Oh, right. I fought in the war for you. Oh, go on then. I'll get you a cup of tea. But I wear trainers, and very, very rarely do I undo the shoelaces. I slip them off. They're laced trainers. I slip them off.
Hip-hop style, isn't it?
Well, the laces are tied up, but I managed to take them off and on again without, untying them.
I can't wear slip-on shoes. My feet are too thin. They just fall off.
I don't... Apart from slippers, which I wear around... You're what, sorry?
My feet are too thin, so slip-on shoes just fall off me.
Your feet are too thin?
Yeah.
How wide... How broad are your feet?
Not very. Oh, I'll get a ruler. Hold on. At their widest, they are about 3.5 inches.
Chris, have we got a ruler in the building you can get? Can you go and find me a ruler? Chris, any chance you're just sitting there?
What, now?
Well, yeah, because I want to compare width of feet with Steve.
I'll be back in a minute.
My size 11 as well, for really long and thin.
No, seriously, don't, I'm not joking. Go and get it. I'm being serious. He's going now at last. Okay.
I'm going!
All right.
You are the boss. Sort it out.
Well, technically I am, but also Gary Brown is his boss. But, so... you've got size 11 feet, and they're 3.5 inches. Have you just measured your foot or your shoe?
I've measured my foot in a sock. It has got a sock on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my shoe off.
I'll have another go. Hold on. It's on the table now.
Well, mine is definitely more than 3.5. Although saying that,
3.5 inches. It's hard to bend the ruler around without breaking it, though, isn't it?
And where to where are you measuring?
The widest bit, really, just a bit below the toes, a bit further than below the toes, but just at the widest.
Yeah. I tell you what's easier, Steve. I know you're putting the ruler on the top of the foot. It's hard to measure it. Why don't you stand on the ruler?
I know. I mean, I have to get out of my chair. Hold on.
Get out of your chair.
Blimey, it's even less. It's about 3 inches.
Oh, mate.
That's at the widest bit where, where all the knuckles have just...
Oh, hey, listen, can you click your toes?
I can't click my toes.
Have a listen to this.
My second toe is bigger than my big toe. It's longer than my big toe.
That means you're Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Have a listen.
Hang from trees.
Steve, be quiet. Listen to this. Here we go. These are my toes. Hang on. This is genuine. Hang on. Oh, jeez, that hurt. I've got to do the other foot. Hang on a second. It's not exactly so... It's not going to New York on September the 11th, but... Hang on. Here we go. Oh.
Can you click your ankles?
No, I can't. Not if I go to the osteopath, I click my ankles when I get back. But, no, I can't. Can you?
No, I can, yeah. Osteopaths are good. I like osteopaths.
Yeah, they're good. I like it when they click your back.
That's marvellous.
Go on, click your ankles.
They do the old Arnold Schwarzenegger on your neck.
Oh, well, they grab it and they just twist it.
Give it the old, you should... So, that's what got me. After I went to the osteopath, I never believed that in films anymore. Everybody said, I'll give them a quick twist and they fall over dead.
Yes. Steve, listen, I won't keep you until Chris comes back with a ruler, as that may take some time.
I look forward to hearing your measurements.
Make sure you keep listening and you'll find out soon.
Thanks.
Good lad, there we go.
If you could learn wireless show.
I can see a couple of the lines going. If you're calling in now, well, Chris has gone to get a ruler, so keep trying is all I'll say. John is in the Dartford.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Hello. What's this, the foot fetish show now?
Yeah, well, if it gets us listeners, then why the hell not? Although feet don't do much for me sexually, but I do like seeing... Oh, hang on, he's got a ruler! Here we go. Right, OK. So I'm going to measure from there. Now, that guy was 3 inches. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This is tricky to do, isn't it? So from the widest point... Well, mine's 4 inches. I'm an inch wider, and I'm a size smaller than him. So that's... Chris, can you measure the width of your foot, please? Don't... I'm sensing a little bit of attitude here. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Just had to run all the way down to reception for that.
But you could have... Do you know what I mean? You're a producer of the show. Take your shot. Right, what you're measuring is the widest bit. I'll do it. So lift... Your foot's a really weird shape, man. What's that bit there?
That's the little toe.
But why has it got a massive... That's really freaky. All right, yeah, it is a little bit homoerotic. Right, I don't want to touch your foot. So, put your foot down. Yeah, you're 3 3/4 inches.
What does that mean?
That means you're about normal. It means that guy, Steve, is a freak, man. I don't want him calling again. I think he's...
Should we ban him?
Yeah, ban him for having too narrow a foot. I disinfect that as well. Thanks. Could you take it back? Actually, take it back now, probably best.
Oh.
Anyway, John, sorry, yes. The thing is, there will be people all over London now getting a little bit horny. There will be perverts. This will be circulated amongst the people of which you speak. Anyway, yes.
Right, OK. Your question about the massage is in the shop window.
Oh, yeah, the cards in the shop windows, the massage. Now, that means what I think it means, doesn't it?
There's three different types. There's the escort agency.
Yes.
There's the massages in the shop windows.
Yes.
And there's the escort agencies in the local papers.
Okie dokie.
Right. Now, the massages in the shops are normally local women. The escort agencies are usually slightly upper class. Yeah. And the ones in the local papers do ins and out calls. And
hang on, steady on, mind your language.
They do in...
Oh, you mean you go into their house?
You can go to them or they can come to you.
Right, sorry, yes, in and out, yes.
I used to drive for some of these ladies. Basically, you drive them to some...
In and out, okay, in and out.
Yes, okay.
In and out.
Yes, okay. Yes.
In and out,
yeah, all
okay,
right.
in and out.
Steady on.
In and out.
You used to drive for these ladies?
Yep, basically...
Okay.
You're a sort of Terry McCann of...
In and out, okay, in and out.
Steady on,
in
Lynn.
and out.
Yes. You're a minder.
Basically, you're there to transport the women.
Yes.
But the massage ones... See, if you actually... Agent Chris actually wants a massage. What he wants is some sort of sports therapist.
Yeah, right, okay. So then, but so a massage in the paper or in the shop window is a prostitute. But supposing I went to her genuinely for a massage, knowing that what she did, but I said, actually, I just want a massage. You don't want any extras? No, I just want a massage. Could she give me a massage?
Very probably. If you're paying, they'll probably measure your feet as well.
Oh, John, thank you very much for that. There we go. 0870 9090 973 is the telephone number. An email on slip-on shoes. Slip-on shoes are for people who are sporty and lazy. What's wrong with that? Well, a little bit of respect in it. Here comes the news.
In and out, okay, in and out, in and out.
0870 9090 973 is the phone number. We've been dallying with prostitutes this afternoon, and what a mighty fine job it is they do. Basically, we're deciding whether escorts mean it's someone who is a companion for a couple of hours and they go, as Chris naively thinks, or do you pay to have sex with them? And I think even the people that have phoned in to say Chris is right have ultimately said, oh yeah, but once they finish, then you can pay to have sex with them. But that's not part of... It's confusing. No one has called in to say... oh, by the way, we're doing... have you taken your shoes off, Chris? I won't enforce this on you, Helen. You keep your shoes on. I have taken my shoes off, and it feels quite marvellous. For the last hour and a half of the show, if you're listening and you're able to, take your shoes off. It feels really quite liberating. Although this floor is filthy in here. It's kind of quite a nice thing, so we're digging that. No one has called in to say they have bought anything from the little postcards... placed in shop windows. If you have, 0870 9090 973. What else were we talking about? There was something else, wasn't it? Oh yeah, that was quite boring. John!
Hello, Ian.
I'm trying to suppress a belch.
Are you?
There we go, I think it's gone away. Thank you.
How are you, Ian?
Oh, it's this it's John.
Favourite John?
It's my favourite of all the Johns.
Yeah, last time I called in, you had one of your attack dogs attack me again.
No, I didn't. No, listen, the one of my attack dogs, you mean one of the callers who also, get this, John, I'm not the only person that thinks you're an idiot.
Oh.
Everyone listening to the show thinks it as well. There we go. He started already. He started already. No, you've started something, John. Once again, my catchphrase when you call in is, I apologise for speaking while you're interrupting.
Okay. You finished?
And then he does the classic, oh, can I talk now? You haven't even got the intelligence to hold a conversation. You don't even know how...
on again.
Shut up. You don't even know how to do it. The call and response that has happened for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, between human beings and other animals do it as well. You don't know how to do it.
Okay. Should I get to my point now?
There we go. He's done it again.
Should I get to my point?
I would, John. I'd like you to get to your point, but bear in mind the show finishes at 6:30, and normally it takes you an hour.
You're just having a bash about.
Normally, it takes you an hour to get to even the beginning of your point. I'm going to be quiet for 60 seconds. It's all yours.
Thank you. You was having a bash about bus drivers and their driving. Can you drive a bus? Obviously not. You're keeping quiet for 60 seconds. Oh, well. And then again, I suppose if you're not going to have a conversation with me, there's no point in me carrying on with this conversation with you, hey? Oh, well. You'll have a nice day.
He lasted 28 seconds! 28 seconds! That's terrible. He's the one, he phones in. When I speak, he's constantly interrupting. Always got so much to say. You give him a minute of airtime. I'm guessing a minute of airtime. Well, I'm sure for our advertisers, we can do some excellent rates. If you're interested, please get in touch, but not on this number, because I don't really care. Powerful, expensive airtime, and he did 28 seconds and didn't even say anything. David is in the Muswell Hill.
Ian,
David.
good afternoon to you.
Hello,
How
sir.
are you?
Yeah, I'm really
Lovely
good today,
show.
actually.
Very
Thank you.
entertaining. I must say that I've just taken off my shoes. I've taken your advice because I'm a shoe taker off type of a guy.
It feels good, doesn't it?
I love it. I've done it since I was a kid. In fact, I used to walk around Golders Green in my bare feet.
Oh, really? I went last night. My neighbours downstairs are very nice people, and they're getting a lot of work done. They're basically getting their kitchen, their bathroom taken out and moved. So it means there's a lot of dust in their place, a lot of dust in my place, but that's fine. I don't mind that at all. But they invited me down. They said, "Oh, Ian, come and have a look at what we've had done. It's quite impressive." So I went in, but I'd opened the door in my bare feet. So I then, instead of saying, "Let me go and get my slippers on," I went, "OK, let's go and have a look." And I walked through their place, and there was rubble everywhere, there was filth everywhere, so I got filthy feet. And I think it's a bit rude to be barefooted in someone else's house.
It can be. Depends. The Japanese like you to take your shoes off when you go around their houses.
do.
When I used to rent the Japanese, they were very strict about me wearing shoes.
And my friend, Paul Francis, his mum, when I was a kid, I remember always make us take our shoes off, which is...
I've got an experiment. I think your listeners will love it. I used to do this as a kid and tried it with my kids.
Okay.
If you measure your foot, you know from where your wrist is...
I know what you're going to say, but carry on. This is fantastic, yes.
No, it really used to work with the kids.
Yeah.
Right to the bend in the elbow.
Yes.
And that determines the size of your feet.
That's the size of your... Chris...
No, I don't know why.
Chris, hang on a second. Chris, could you go and get that ruler again? Is that possible?
No.
Oh, cool. Right, steady on, lads. Yes,
you don't need a ruler. You don't need a ruler for that. It works.
Okay, but it means that if you do it with your shoe, then is that quite as accurate?
No.
No, see, it's not.
I think shoes lie. Your feet tell the truth.
Yes. Well, how do I get my foot up there, then?
Oh, it's easy. You put it... Well, you can... Well, when the kids used to bend their legs so they used to fit. But, I mean, you know, as you're
it's true. Chris, are you doing it? It's true.
No, it's a good experiment. If everyone tries it, I guarantee we'll probably get 100%.
There's another... Oh, no, I won't do it. Yeah, it is true, isn't it? It does work. Do you wear slip-on shoes, David?
Do I wear slip-ons? It depends. To be honest with you, I like flip-flops because I tend to, as I say, I'm in my bare feet now walking around the house, so I don't really like slip-ons, to be honest with you. I like lace-ups.
Now, I know that I would never be seen dead in a pair of slip-ons, but I know that Clive Bull, who's on from 8 o'clock, hates slippers. But he's wrong on this. I don't normally disagree with him. He is wrong on this. Slippers are God's gift to feet. They're the most... You get in from work, you've been wearing the same shoes or trainers all day. You take them off, you put on a nice pair of comfortable, warm slippers.
Oh, absolutely. If they're comical like Bart Simpson or Scooby-Doo, then everyone takes the mick out of you as well, which is even better. Then you give everyone else a laugh.
There you go. David,
I would agree with you.
Listen, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Good stuff. There we go. He was a nice chap, wasn't he? I liked him. He was very nice. Terry.
Yeah, hi Ian.
Terry, we've only got 25 seconds, sorry.
Right, just saw a car, well, you know these stickers, baby on board?
Yes.
It said babe on board.
Oh, cheeky.
Complete munter.
Oh, what?
And yeah, can I just add one other thing?
I've got 10 seconds.
All right, you know the woman that was complaining about you to Clive?
Oh, yes.
Well, she didn't get the analogy, and I think the thing to think about is it would be like her ringing the Rovers Return and complaining about Seth in the wall pack.
There you go, you see, it makes sense.
Hi, I'm...
Charles is in the West Ham.
Is what a rat back soup and mongoose clout and jackass back. Ian.
What? Yes?
John.
Right, yeah.
Like a little cute kitten. I love that man. You're breaking him. That man, he might commit suicide.
I'm sure he won't. He's
an intelligent man. You're breaking him.
He's not intelligent. He's an idiot. I didn't hear what was said, I'll be honest with you. Betty's in the Bognor. Hello, Betty.
Yes?
Yes, Betty.
What else have you got to say?
Excuse me?
What else have you got to say?
About what?
About that advert on LBC.
No, we can't talk about the adverts.
It was my favourite radio station.
Right.
You might know it. A few people listen to it, I believe. Well, are you going to ask me?
What?
Well, the ad's saying that Clive Bull only speaks to idiots.
Oh!
Tune in to Clive Bull and listen to all the mad people.
Yes, people are strange when they listen to Clive Bull. They are mentals and they call him up. Betty from Bognor is one of the mentals. She's calling up Clive Bull. She gets on his nerves.
Oh, anyway.
Is that the one you mean?
Anyway, Christine said I can call your show, so here I am.
Ray!
Can I speak to you on a daily basis, my darling?
Well, I don't know if that's appropriate.
Oh, please, Ian, please. I've got a knife in my hand.
Well, in that case, yes, you can.
Oh, gorgeous. Listen, I was in love with Clive Bull and Crazy Bob. Well, they can go and get Clive Bull.
Yes.
I'm not having it.
Well, no, you can still listen to...
In fact, I will, and I'll ring him tonight.
Well, and what are you going to say to...
Clive Bull. Do you think he had anything to do with that ad, my darling, or is it the higher echelon?
It would have been out of his control. Although saying that, Chris...
Thank God for that.
Saying that, Chris does my advert, so maybe it was Bob.
Do you reckon it'd be the Watford Wombat?
Yes.
I'll have a go at him tonight.
Yes, I think you should. I've lost all control. Luckily, we have an email from Anna. Anna says, "Hi Ian, great show as always. We like that. Thank you very much. I haven't emailed him for months, so I don't have a clue why. Seeing as I love your show, can you do me a huge favour and play Daydream Believer by the Monkees?" Oh, well, no, I can't really do that, to be honest. I've had too much music today. Guy!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Guy.
I'm just rang about feet.
Oh, yes, it's been an odd show. We've not really talked about anything, but it's been all over the shop. Did you hear the first hour with Dennis Locorriere?
I'm afraid I didn't, no.
Bottler, get the podcast, man. It was cracking.
Yeah, what did he do then?
He was a singer from Doctor Hook.
Oh, right, okay.
He did a few tunes. We talked about stuff. He was very funny, very charming. Probably the best Music Thursday we've had.
Wow, what, even better than Eduardo's?
Even better than Eduardo's,
wow.
Yes.
I find that very hard to believe, but I shall do as you asked, sir, and check out the podcast.
I think you should. It was very, very entertaining, very entertaining.
Ah, excellent. Feet, an easier way to measure the width of your feet. Everybody's bending rulers round their feet and things like that.
Yeah.
Put your foot on a piece of paper and draw around it.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Yes, I like
Logical thinking, you see?
Yes, I can't do the logical thinking, to be honest.
And, I tell you, when you clicked your toes in the microphone...
It's good, wasn't it?
I had to stick my fingers in my ears and go la 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 la.
I can't do it now. I won't be able to do it for another couple of hours now. It takes a while for it to charge up. I can click my... here's my thumb. There you go, and the other one.
Oh, no, don't.
I used to be able to do my neck. Hang on, I don't think I can do my neck. Hang on. Oh, that was my spine. Hang on, let's try this bit. Hang on. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. That hurt. God, I can't do anymore.
That's just one of those things that I really can't stand to listen to.
Oh, I find it sexy. I genuinely find it quite sexy.
My ex-wife, all of her joints were very clicky.
Oh,
and she was constantly clicking her neck.
Too much saliva. Oh, yes, yes, I see what you mean. Sorry, I see what you mean, yes.
And that's why she's my ex-wife.
My joints used to be more clicky, but as I get older, they're not.
Yeah, I used to be able to do the same things with my toes, but now I'm a bit older, I can't do that. But when people do that, when they pull their fingers out,
yeah.
I can't stand that. I have to stick my fingers in my ears.
Chris has just put his foot behind his head.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm surprised by that. I'm shocked.
Well, women can sometimes do that.
Yes. Again, yeah. Guy, we'll move on. Thanks very much for that. David's on the hard shoulder.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, David.
Hello. What about put your foot in a tray of sand and measure it?
What?
Put your foot in a tray of sand and then measure it.
Oh, you just said exactly the same words, but a little bit slower. Okay. And what? I don't understand what you're saying, though.
Well, you get a tray and you fill it with sand and you...
And put your foot in it and measure it. I've got that, but why?
Well, to measure it.
But why?
Well, you're measuring feet, aren't you? So it's a lot easier to do it with sand, or like the guy said previously, with the paper.
I think the paper and the pencil is easier than the sand, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's using your imagination, really. I mean, tray and say is quite,
Brian Wilson, the Beach Boy, when he became rich and a little bit weird, had a sandpit put into his living room. He had the piano in the sandpit, and he'd sit there in the sandpit, feeling the sand between his toes, and write surfing hits.
Oh, man.
And then the dogs crapped, excuse my language,
Oh, no.
in the sand. So he's there, an eccentric genius with dog muck all around him, trying to write, Do It Again and Good Vibrations.
Yeah, but he's better now, though. I know he's better now.
He's much better now. The man is a legend. I'm going to go and see him play Pet Sounds for the last time in this country in November.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But another thing, when you started talking about feet or a foot, it reminded me of when we was in junior school.
Yeah.
And you would say to somebody, like your best friend or something, you say, "You're a king." And then you say, "What do you mean?" It goes, "Well, you're a king is a ruler is a foot, and a foot stinks." And you point at them, and they run off.
Yes, without getting
Do you remember that?
I don't get into Andy Crane. Yes, I do remember that, yes.
Yeah, so they thought there was something really special, but then at the end of
It turned out they stank. David, thank you for that. Dude!
Dude. Oh, man, you're so rocks, bro.
Thank you, dude.
Oh, man, I've got feet and I've got sand, man, in my room. So I can speak about the same stuff that you guys are speaking about.
Nice one. How are you doing, dude?
Oh, sweet, man. I'm just trying to find some place where I can get wet, bro. But
the bath?
No, bro, my board doesn't fit in there, dude.
Oh, you want to go surfing, do you?
Yeah. But I was wondering, man, if I want that chick that always phones in, man. I want her number.
Which chick that always phones in?
I think her name's Verinda.
Oh, you want Verinda's number, do you?
Yeah.
I can't give out any of the women's numbers, I'm afraid.
Man, she sounds sexy.
She sounds hot, doesn't she?
I like foxy woman like that, man.
Yeah, do you know what, dude? I like Foxy Woman, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, listen, I've got to go. Thanks for calling. Call again, won't you?
Yeah, man, I'll phone tomorrow, man.
Yeah, maybe we can get you to talk to Verinda.
I'll even put shoes on, because I'll go get shoes.
Yeah, nice one.
If you've just missed that bit of Ian...
There we go. It's suddenly we find ourselves approaching 5:30. How does it happen? I don't know. 08709090973 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. At 6 o'clock, don't forget, it's Triple M where we take your calls straight to air. At 5:38, we've got the daily correspondent update, and I think we have a couple of correspondents lined up, so that's good. And after the news, we got Lynn from Forest Gate.
Hello.
Hello, Lynn.
Yeah.
Excellent. That should keep him listening, shouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not so sure. Now, there's an interesting development during the travel. Get this. Lynn,
Yeah?
who would you think has got the longest tongue out of me and Chris?
Longest what?
Longest tongue.
Tongue?
out of me and Chris, Agent Chris.
No, I'm not going to comment. No.
Comment.
No.
Comment.
No.
Comment.
No.
Comment. Comment.
No.
Comment.
No.
Comment.
Why?
Comment.
Why?
Comment. Comment.
Okay, based on what? When you said,
Based on who you think has got the longest tongue out of me and Chris.
Yeah, well, based on what?
Based on who you think has got the longest tongue out of me and Chris. Comment.
Don't put me on. Why are you doing this? What?
Comment.
What?
Comment.
Both of you.
No, I'll give you a clue. One of us has got a longer tongue than the other. Who do you think it is?
That's what I'm asking. I said, what does he based on what?
Based on who you think has got the longest tongue out of me and Chris.
Both of you.
No. One of us has got a tongue longer than the other. So who do
Who do you think yourself?
Well, I know the answer.
Then answer, because I've answered.
You have an answer. Hang on a minute.
You don't want to take my answer. I say both of you.
Hang on a minute.
Who do you think?
Stay there, Lynn. Verinda, who do you think has got the longest tongue out of me and Chris?
You're taller, so probably you.
Do you know what, Lynn? Would you agree with Verinda?
Actually, I want to talk about that particular, whatever it's called.
You want to talk about Verinda, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, where you go. Go on, then.
You know, I'm very glad that what is he called? The other school-age boy that I gave advice. He took the advice. What's his name? Hold on, listen. What's his name? Hassa or something. Listen, Verinda, and the other one called Anthony, you two, you are school age. And advise you not to waste your time phoning radio all the time. Education is a future. You shouldn't be phoning radio all the time at your age. You know, Your age is to concentrate in education. And I'm giving advice to one of the callers who was like you.
I think Verinda's got a question. Hang on.
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
Sorry?
Have you ever peed in a swimming pool?
I said, shut up your mouth and open your brain and listen to what I'm saying. I'm giving you a beneficial advice for your life.
Hang on, Liv. Verinda's got something to say.
So how comes you phoning?
Because I'm adult, I've finished my education, I'm adult. I'm not
So you got all the time in the world.
You are school age. Do you understand?
So
and I've got children, I will never allow them to be phoning like that. Listen to me.
Yeah, but
you are school age and you should concentrate on your education, not phoning radio all the time. Education is life.
But how comes you do it?
Because I am not school age. Do you understand? Have you got brain? Can you hear?
Do you work?
Yes, I do. I'm a business lady. I have got...
How come you're not working now?
I'm a business. I work for myself. I don't work for anybody. I work for people. At this stage I'm working for myself. I've got my own business.
What's that then?
I said I'm a property developer.
Oh, okay.
So don't think that anyone who... I have the time for this.
Sit around in your house all day?
Sorry?
What, do you sit around in your house all day?
I said, do you hear what I'm saying? I'm not at home. I sometimes I do my own business. I have my own business.
So where are you right now?
No, you can't ask me that because you're school age. I'm not you are under me.
I'm an adult.
Listen to me. There was a boy just like you who used to phone the radio all the time, and I'm glad that he listened to my advice. He's called us or something. He doesn't phone anymore, and because he knew that advice I gave him was a very, very good advice. Now listen to me. And
so once I'm your age, I can phone in every day.
Phone in radio all the time. Go and focus on your education. Education is life. Stop it. You are not an adult. You are of school age. Do you understand?
I'm an adult.
How old are you?
18.
Sorry?
18. That's an adult.
You are 18?
Yeah.
You should be in college or university doing A-level. Finish A-level and do university.
I'm starting next week.
What do you plan for your future? What do you plan for your future? I don't like to see young people wasting their life.
I want to be a property developer like you.
You want to be what?
A property developer like you.
You know what? You are playing with your life. That's all you are doing. And I can hear that you are not a serious person. You don't take your life serious. And let me tell you, the person who laughs best. You are laughing. You will never laugh best because
but you never laugh
with your life. And listen to me. Hata or someone, he listens to me. He doesn't phone radio all the time. I'm saying to you and Anthony, two of you, you are school age. Go and concentrate in your education. You can phone radio, but don't phone all the time because you have a future ahead of you.
Oh, look at the time. We're late. It's 5:39.
It's time for the daily 5:38 Daily Correspondent Update. Brought to you every day. Daily.
Hi everyone, I'm Sahib, your Hong Kong Asian movie correspondent. Hong Kong movie veteran Kwan Hoi San sadly passed away on Monday at the age of 81. He's probably best known for his roles in John Woo's Hard Boiled as Tony Leung Chiu-wai's kind-hearted tribe boss, and in the Jackie Chan Project A film where he played the police chief.
So thank you.
Salutations, this is Dave, longest staff Uber veteran correspondent. And did you know that the longest origami creation in the world measure 254 meters long? And can Chris say hilarious? Because I heard him stumble on that word before.
Chris, can you say hilarious?
Hilarious.
Nice one.
Oh, dear. Lovely. Jackie's in the South Mims.
Hello.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello. I think Lynn from Forest Gate should be a youth worker, you know. She handled that so well.
Isn't she? She could work with young people and people who have difficulties in life. I think she's very sensitive in her handling of the situation.
Yep, absolutely. She sorted him out, didn't she?
She certainly did.
How are you?
I'm enjoying it today. Yesterday was a chore.
You're having a really good programme today.
Thank you. Today's really good fun.
I've unfortunately had to dip in and out of it today, but so could you give me a rundown of some of your topics so I could give you feedback?
Well, for the first hour, we had Dennis Locorriere, the singer from Doctor Hook, in. He was very good.
I did hear that. He sounded great.
He was great, wasn't he? He's got some voice on him.
He was. I heard a bit of that. That was really good.
So that was nice. We're asking... have you ever bought anything from a card placed in a newsagent's window?
Oh, no. They're a bit dodgy, aren't they?
Well, exactly. Here we go. This is the question for you. What do those cards generally advertise? You can say it. You can say it.
Services.
There we go. Thank you. Chris, my producer, is the most naive, sweetest young boy who can't say Birmingham, probably. And he disputes that those people advertise in shop windows like that.
There's an awful lot of people with specialisms in there as well.
Yes, specialisms. Is specialism... It is a word, isn't it? Specialism.
Specialism? There's lots of specialists. People with a specialism.
Is specialism a word? Specialism.
I don't know, I hope it is.
I know botulism
I
is.
used it today in my A-level psychology lesson.
Specialism.
I well hope so.
I don't know if specialism is a word.
Oh, well, I'm teaching A-level students the wrong word.
Ah, screw those losers.
Yeah.
And we talked about the size of paper.
What, A4, A5 type thing?
That thing, yeah. Foolscap, I believe, is the phrase.
And foolscap, and A3, don't forget.
Yeah, and A1.
A1 sounds big.
It is, but not as...
I heard you talking about pencils.
Oh, yes.
I write in pencil all the time.
Really? Is it a real pencil that you sharpen or a propeller pencil?
No, a real pencil is sharpened with a rubber on the end.
Oh, nice one.
I mean an eraser on the end.
What do you say rubber? Rubber doesn't mean condom anymore. In the old days, you would say rubber and people go, you said rubber.
I know, the kids at school do it all the time.
Do they still laugh at rubbers now?
I'm afraid they still do, yeah.
I thought that the comedy out of condoms with the whole AIDS thing...
They still laugh at the word rubber.
Wow, fantastic.
The very young ones don't, but the older ones
Oh, well,
do.
that's good. Jackie, I've got to go, so we're going to go to the ads. Thanks for calling.
Okay, nice to speak to you.
Thank you. I'm glad that there's still some embarrassment and fumbling around condoms. It's a useful bit of information. Charles is in the Worthing.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Hello, fella. How you doing?
Very salubrious.
Oh, really? Cheeky.
I'm sorry I missed you earlier on, but go out. Right. I would want to say to you, tell you something, you know. I said I wasn't going to tell you any more jokes, didn't I?
You did say you weren't going to tell any more jokes. Yes, after the joke about what do you call a black dog?
Yeah, no more like that. This is true. This happened yesterday.
It's a true story, is it? Okay.
Yes, as you know, probably know, we can't pick up...
Charles, very quickly, I know that you're an old man. I've got an old woman on the line as well.
Right, hold on, listen.
Wait, hang on, she's Blanche. You'll say hello to Charles.
Hello, Charles.
Hello, madam.
I'm not such an old woman.
You're about 70, though.
So what?
Well, so am I.
Not hard.
Okay, well, Charles is going to tell us a true story. You might find it interesting.
Okay.
Talk about the war or something.
Yesterday, as my wife was trying to pick up your programme on the radio. Yeah. Which you know in Worthing, we have a job doing it. So anyway, she's wiggling the knobs, and she said...
She was doing what?
Wiggling the knobs on the telly.
Wiggling her knobs, yes.
Have respect.
She said, I can hear something. I said, well, turn the volume up. She said, it's right up. So I said, well, you've still got the earphones plugged in, haven't you? They're on the floor.
You silly old bag!
I thought you'd like that.
Oh, bless her.
Anyway, so we've found out how we're going to pick your programme up on the radio, and that is to buy another radio.
Excellent. What do you think of that one, Blanche?
The DAB.
Ian, I'm going to report you to health and safety.
What for?
Then, you should put out a public warning first.
Yes.
And then I wouldn't...
Hang on, Blanche, Charles has just told us an amusing story about leaving some headphones in and not being able to hear the radio.
And I'm telling you that she's just giving me a splitting headache.
Oh, Charles, sorry about this. Blanche has butted in a bit.
Yeah, and I bet she can't play a piano or electric organ.
Blanche, can you play a piano or electric organ?
No.
Charles, show Blanche your organ.
No, his wife wouldn't like it.
No, but come on, we're beyond that. We can say the word organ and not mean privates. Charles, give us a tune.
I can't. I'm eating my dinner.
Right.
What have you got? God, blimey, this is not... When I was given this job, my one and only remit was, apart from the new remit of having to increase the listen...
You had youngsters.
Increase the listen by a third. Jeez, is that all? Yes, is to get younger people listening...
Well, you have. We're young at heart.
That doesn't count. It's the age in years that's the important one.
Are you going to ban me because I'm elderly?
Well, there's not much point, really, is there?
Nope.
No, not much point.
And you've not been very nice about Clive today, and he's always given you complete support.
What? Hang on a minute. What on earth have I said about
Clive
that's been bad?
It wasn't. You just weren't kind.
No, all I said was he was wrong about slippers. I think Clive's brilliant.
Actually, Clive is not wrong about slippers.
Clive, hang on a minute. Let's clear one thing up. Clive is fantastic. I will be speaking with him probably in about 39 minutes' time.
He is perfectly right about slippers.
I've got to say that...
Can I tell you a fact?
He's wrong about slippers. They're very comfortable.
Tell you a fact.
I want to tell you a story.
Comfortable.
Yes, correct.
Nevertheless, they are responsible for more accidents in the home.
No, they're not.
Than anything else.
No, that's just what old people blame. Oh, it's my slippers.
no.
It wasn't. It's the fact you're old.
No, I am old.
I know that, Blanche. Don't keep telling me.
Reminding me, and you're a long young streak of licorice, but I don't object to.
Charles, do you wear slippers?
Pardon?
I say, Charles, do you wear slippers?
Indoors, yes.
Of course, and you've never had an accident, have you? I mean, falling over?
Oh, nearly.
But not because of the slippers?
Yes.
Oh, blimey, well, maybe.
Thank you.
Maybe I am wrong.
Listen, you asked me a question.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
All right.
In our little kitchen, we've got them carpet tiles, you know the
Why
one?
can't old people just say yes or no? There's always a story attached to
Yeah,
it.
but you asked me, didn't you?
Well, okay.
So anyway, these carpet tiles, the slippers being rubber soled, they grip.
Yeah.
This might be a good idea.
Right, the show finishes at 6:30. I've got to remind you that, Charles.
When you're walking,
it doesn't matter.
When you're walking, if you don't pick your feet up, they grip.
Oh, hang on a minute. So it's the fact you didn't pick your feet up, not the fact that you're wearing slippers.
It's the fact that I was lazy and dragging it.
No. So there we go, Blanche. I think case
on younger people.
case proven, Blanche, that it's the fact that Charles didn't lift his feet up,
Yes,
not the fact he was wearing slippers.
Okay, if you admire Clive so much,
Yes.
ask him to verify what I've just said. And roster on the accidents in home, at home.
I've been wearing slippers.
More down to slippers than anything.
No, they're not. I've been wearing... No, they're not. I'm Ian. I have been...
Ian.
Yeah, gosh, you've forgotten who I am.
Well, I'm getting old. You keep...
You're not getting old, Blanche. You've arrived and you've stopped there for a bit. Yes, Charles?
Can I ask that young lady a question?
Yes.
Which young lady?
Who you're talking to?
Oh, Blanche. OK, go on quickly.
Right. Look, in the paper or in the news, there was a blind chap driving a car. And he got nicked. And the judge said he's got to take a retest, extended retest, after 3 years.
Oh, God.
What do you think of that, then?
I don't appreciate jokes on infirmities.
What kind of... Infirmatives? And it was a true story, it wasn't a joke. I read that in the paper. Danny's in the East Ham.
Hello, fella. You all right, mate? How's it going?
It's going very well.
Lovely job. Yeah, listen, fella, I could settle your argument with you and Chris about this card and the window lark.
Yes.
I'm outside my newsagents. You want to go and look in the window now?
Go on, let's have a look. Tell us what you can see written on little postcards.
Oh, no, getting out of the car, walking to the window.
All right. And does it say how much they cost? The cards?
Hold on a minute. All right. You got, visiting massage, pretty blonde.
Yes.
Rooms to...
All right, yes. OK, let's move on to the next card.
Rooms to let in East Ham.
OK.
With a toilet, bath and shower with shared facilities.
Oh, that's all right, isn't it?
Or there's an exchange here for a 3-bedroom house in E16.
Do people actually do house exchanges? That seems silly, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do that all the time. There's another one at massage here.
There we go. And without reading what that card says, for obvious reasons, does it imply sex?
Yes.
There we go. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Would you like a phone number?
I'm all right, cheers, Danny, but thank you very much for that. Does it say anywhere how much it costs to put a card up in the window?
£1.65 a week.
Shut up, does it?
£1.65 a week.
Really?
Yeah, £1.65 a week.
Is it £1.65 a week?
£1.65 a week, fella. I'll tell you what, if you want to put your card up, a little massage thing in there for you.
Yes.
Nice lanky fella come round, give you a massage, I'll put one in there for you.
Good. I don't know if I could afford £1.65 a week. Anyway, if you've just tuned in, it's been a good show today after yesterday's disappointment. It sounded a little bit like this.
Hello.
Hello, Mum, it's Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Do you want to speak to Dennis Locorriere?
Yeah.
He's sitting right beside me.
What's your mum's name?
She's Linda.
Hello, Linda. Hello.
Hello.
I was so happy to show up and see your famous son wanted to talk to me on the radio.
Oh, no.
You know something? My mom. When your body's had enough of me, and I'm laying flat out on the floor. When you think I've loved you all I can, I'm gonna love you a little bit more.
When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you know it's hard. It's hard. You know it gets so hard. Everybody wants her. Everybody loves her. Everybody wants to take your baby home. When you're in love with a beautiful woman, you watch your friends.
Oh, that's nearly brought tears to my eyes. That's lovely. Well, yes. That was good, wasn't it, eh? Thank you very much for that, Helen. That was delightful. Easily one of the best that we've had. And so there it goes. Now, we should, if there were justice in the world, be going home now. But no, we have to trudge on for another 30 tedious minutes of radio. So, what we do is we take your call straight to air for the next 30 minutes. You give us a call, 0870 90 90 973. If you phone up now between now and 6:30, you don't speak to Chris, you come straight to air. It works like this. I've got 10 lines in front of me. Line 3, you're on the air. Yes, OK, disappointing. We can try again, though. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
As a direct result of the Iain Lee Afternoon Wireless Show, I've put on 4 stone and 5 pounds.
Ian, it was a surprise to see your face staring out of the front cover of the stage today. But a lovely surprise, well done. I find that very hard to believe that's me. Am I going to go and look at the front cover of the stage, a magazine I've not read for 15 years, and see, like, a skinny girl, ugly girl or something, looking at, or Ralph Little or Marlon Dingle looking out of the stage? Be me, it's supposed to be me, is it? No, it's not, it's Dingle. Oh, God. Yes, well done, thank you. So, wait for the music to end. Respect. 0870 9090 973. Can we get rid of that? I've got a hash on line 10. I don't know who gives it. Oh, there it's gone. It's gone. Let's go to line 10. Line 10, you're on the wireless.
Listen, you dead Jimmy fool. You don't pay no attention to what I'm saying to you, monsieur.
Excuse me?
Monsieur, I've got three things to say to you which are about birds and pets. Right?
Yes.
If you want to, like, if you've got a dog, right? If you put a stick in your mouth and you go to the dog and you show him the stick and he will acknowledge you. And if you've got a cat, you lick the cat's face with your tongue and the cat would say, yeah, man, this guy, he knows what I'm doing, what I want, like. And if you've got a bird, like, you go and get his attention, and when you got his attention, you scratch your head and look all around, side by side, and, you know, confused, like, I'm in a home, I shouldn't be in a home, you know? Like, you realise you're in the same situation, you know? So, like, it's things like this, like, and bottler. And another thing about bottles, monsieur, right? You know, my worker, Keto, right? Like, he used to say to put the money in the bottle, and money made me corrupt. And one day, when he was out of the town, I gathered all the bottles, monsieur, and I put Santex underneath, and I blew the whole place up. God almighty, my mule was gone, I legged it, and the Kato, I saw him in Japan, and he was eating a bowl of noodles. I was in a charity, you know, for breast cancer people. And,
yes. Well, thank you very much for that. Lovely. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian.
Yes.
I wanted to tell you a joke, but Chris didn't let me. Do you have any reason why not?
He probably had good reason.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. I trust your opinion, Chris, so well done, thank you. Line 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello, is that Ian?
Hello, yes it is.
Yeah, it's Dion.
Hello, Dion.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
How do you fancy that trip?
The what, sorry?
How do you fancy that trip?
What trip's that?
Oh, I told Chris about it.
Oh, he's not. We don't get a chance to sort of chitty-chat about it. What? Tell me about it.
Down to Hereford.
Trip down to Hereford, yes.
Yeah.
And do what?
Well, you were a bit younger than me, so you'd do a bit of paragliding and...
Would I?
all that sort of stuff.
Oh, was this... Chris mentioned something about skateboarding on the back of a Land Rover.
Yeah, you will do. You do that as well. Yeah. Yeah, you do all that.
Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello. Hello, Ian, it's Mary.
Hello, Mary.
What about your filthy habits now? Marcus Churchill, the other night, said categorically over the radio that they have to use tissue paper when they're leaving the toilets in the studio because you, Ian, said categorically that you didn't wash your hands after a number 1. You didn't wash your hands after going for a pee.
Or a number 2.
So they said, well, forget about number 2. Surely you wash your hands then.
No.
They said they had to put tissue paper as they're coming out of the toilet because you did categorically say.
Yeah, and or a number 2.
Well, surely, no, that's a bit much.
Well, I don't wash my hands after going to the toilet.
Yes.
Full stop.
A pee. What, a number 2 as well?
Yeah.
Oh, surely, no, that is a bit gross, isn't it?
Well, no, because I'm not, once again, I'm using without going into any detail, my hand is touching nothing noxious.
Yes, but that's a P. But a 2, number 2 would be classified as a...
All right, yes, I know. You know what it's classified as? Jesus.
Yeah, but you wouldn't wipe your hands then?
No.
You wouldn't wash your hands?
No.
You don't wash your hands?
No.
Oh, God almighty.
There we go. That shut her up, didn't it? Yes, line 9.
Oh, Ian, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Listen, I'm driving back from Birmingham and I'm missing this show today.
Where are you driving back to?
I'm driving back from Birmingham.
Hang on a second. Chris, where's this fella driving back from? Back to?
Birmingham.
There we go. Good lad. Carry on, sorry.
Is that what I said?
No, you say it properly. My producer can't, and I get endless amusement from hearing him say boom.
Oh, well, I must tell you, I've subscribed to your podcast.
Good lad.
Your premium podcast.
Oh, nice.
And I've downloaded a lot of them, and I started on the 2nd of January yesterday.
Oh, my God, this guy's going to go insane.
I am going insane in a moment because I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Yes.
What you're talking about.
Yeah.
At the moment, I've got you talking about making love to your brother-in-law.
Sorry, I don't know if we ever did me making love to my brother-in-law.
No, not you. Talking about making love to your cousins and brother-in-law.
Oh, yes, no, we did do that, yes.
And that you was a hypnotist for Paul McKenna?
Oh, well, I was a hypnotist and then
wrote for him.
I was a hypnotist and then I ended up writing for him, yes.
It's just amazing, some of the stuff that you come out with. And why can't you play MP3s on them?
I don't... what?
Well, it says, you used to do the MP3s.
Oh, yeah.
They don't come out on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, there was a reason for that. I can't remember what it was.
Quick, don't call your white pirates called pirates.
Because they are... It's a joke, that. It's good. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hey, it's Tony. Good evening, Ian.
Hello, Tony. Good evening to you.
How are you doing today? I'm on the M25.
Oh, fantastic. We've only got 30 seconds.
All right. Ian, who's got the longer tongue, not the longest, out of you and Chris?
I have.
No, not the longest.
Who do you think's got the longest tongue out of me and you?
No, you've done it again. The longer, not the longest.
Yeah. Oh, who do you think... I thought Chris would have the longest tongue, but it turns out my tongue is longest.
Again. It's two of you, so it's the longer, not the longest.
Yeah, I've got the longest tongue out of me and Chris. I'm not crying. It looks like I'm crying. I've got red eyes and I've got tears coming out of them. I've had a yawn. Oh, I'm not crying. I feel a bit sad, but I'm not crying. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Ian, it's Verinda from the future. And just to let you know, I'm really happy because I phoned you up all those years ago. And thanks to you, I'm a millionaire now. I've got properties all around the country. And I'm going to get married in a couple of weeks.
How far in the future are you, Verinda, in the future?
10 years.
Wow, 10 years, fantastic. So you're in the year 2016, aren't you?
Yeah, I came here from a time machine I built.
Oh, so you come back in time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can I ask you, how long do I carry on working at LBC?
Another 2 years.
I've got another 2 years?
Yeah.
And do I stay in this slot, or do I get demoted at all?
You stay in the slot, but Agent Chris gets sacked.
Oh, blimey, what, for being rubbish?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably going to happen quite soon, is it?
By by Christmas.
By Christmas. Oh, blimey, that's good. And anything else that do I get back on telly at all, or is that it?
Yeah, you're going to be really famous.
Oh, nice one. Oh, that's wicked.
Yeah, you're going to be bigger than Jeremy Beadle.
And how did you phoning up my show all those years ago, but now, how did that help you become a millionaire?
All these ideas came into my head. You will find out one day.
I guess I will. I'll have to wait. And are you famous in your time?
Yes, very.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Do you like host a property show and stuff?
Yeah. It's called Verinda's Properties. It comes on BBC One at 8 o'clock. But you won't be able to watch it right now, so...
What year can I start watching it?
2014.
All right, nice one. Okay, wicked. And how long are you staying in 2006?
Just another 10 minutes.
Okay, well, listen, whatever you do, you mustn't meet your current Verinda, otherwise there'll be, the whole, I don't know, the space-time continuum will collapse or something.
Yeah. Okay, all right then, bye.
Bye then.
Bye.
What was that show called? Verinda's Properties. I'm going to set my Sky Plus for that in 8 years' time. I think it goes that far ahead, I'm not sure. Let's go to line 8, you're on the wireless.
Ian.
Hello?
Yes, bruv.
Hey, Rab.
I listen to this, bruv. You used to be a comedian, isn't it?
Well, I like to... yes, I used to be a comedian, yes.
I got this wicked joke, bruv.
Oh, dear.
The funniest joke you will ever hear.
Okay, we probably shouldn't let you do it.
No, it ain't. It's not, like, rude or nothing.
Okay.
But it's like, right, check this. Yeah. If she's psychic, she will know if you like her. Yeah.
No?
You know, like, who's that psychic bird, isn't it, that fancies you?
Oh, Becky?
Yeah.
Becky Walsh, is it? Yes, from the psychic shows for Friday evenings, 10 o'clock, yes.
Yeah, and what I did, I said, like, if she's psychic, then she'll know, innit?
Pardon?
You know what I'm saying? It was yesterday, but I couldn't get through.
Oh, right, so it doesn't really work today?
Well, it's still funny, though, isn't it?
It's not that I've not laughed.
What, not at all?
Not once.
What, so that ain't funny?
No.
I'll try again. I'll come up with something else.
All right, you keep trying.
All right, see you later, bro.
Good lad, there we go, plugging away at it. That's what we like. Oh, so many to choose from. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Hello.
Hello, mate. It's Kiss Army.
Kiss Army!
Yeah, listen, mate, I just want to say to you, that was a lovely thing you done for your mum earlier. That was really sweet. That was really, really sweet.
The thing was, basically, Dennis Locorriere, who came in, is my mum's favourite singer in the world. It was supposed to be a surprise, and I mentioned it on the show yesterday, because she never listens to the show.
Oh, don't she?
She was listening yesterday, and she heard me mention it, so it ruined the surprise, but...
Well, it was a lovely thing to do, Ian. It's really sweet.
Thank you very much.
You're a good son. I hope my kids are like that, and God bless the governor.
God bless you. I tell you what, if I get Paul Stanley in one day, I'll get him to give you a call.
Lovely. Cheers, mate.
Good lad, there we go. Let's go to line 5. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Can we have a day without Verinda, please?
Unlikely. I meant to ask Verinda when he stopped calling... Verinda from the future, when he stops calling in. Never mind. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello, dear. Hello?
Yes, Mrs. Doubtfire, you've got 10 seconds.
Okay, well, I broke my hip today. I was going to tell you, but...
Chris didn't ring me back.
Oh, well,
I
never mind.
fell in the road, and I broke my hip, dear.
Oh, dear. You've only got 1 second left.
Consolation.
There we go. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Ian,
Yes?
I cannot teach you. Only help you explore yourself.
Right.
I don't believe in systems, Mr. Longstreet,
No.
or methods. And without systems, without methods,
Yes.
what do you teach?
Yes, the art of fighting without fighting. There's Bruce Lee there in Longstreet. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian.
Yes.
Listen, I was at the M11 services, and there's this destitute bloke who reckons you owe him loads of £20 and you've never paid him. What are you going to do?
Oh, blimey, yeah. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hey, hang on. You want some chili?
I'm fine, thank you, but always nice to be asked. Line 7, you're on the wireless.
Will Verinda be an integral part of the show, Ian, when Henry Kelly comes back?
Oh, well, we can only wonder, can't we? Line 9, you're on the wireless.
We can only wonder.
Hello?
Hello there.
Archie, yes, good lad.
Gotcha. How are you, mate? It's good. You had a good day today.
It's
Well
been
done.
much better than yesterday, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it today. It's been a laugh.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Archie. Thank you. We'll do our best. Considering he doesn't like Triple M, he calls in Triple M a lot, which is nice. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, Line 2.
You just don't know good times.
Excuse me?
You just don't know good times.
I don't know the time?
Yeah.
Of course I do. It's 4:15. Not 4:15. I mean, it's 10 minutes to 5. There we go. I don't know the time. I've known the time longer than you've been eating. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, this is Simon.
Yes, luckily.
Simon from Bexley.
Hello, Simon.
How you doing? I've got a foot story for you.
Okay, very quickly. It's a very bad line.
Okay, and I'll pick it up. Right, I'm driving. I'll pick it up just for you.
Okay, you've pulled over, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a Pimlico plumber.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on the side of the road about 3 months ago.
Okay.
And this gentleman walked past my van, and I noticed him in the mirror, and he walks by, and he comes back to my window, and this is a true story, and he comes up to my window, and he says to me, "Excuse me," he says, "Can I smell your feet?"
Okay.
I said, "You're winding me up, ain't you?"
Yes.
He says, "Yeah, I want to smell your feet." I said, "Well, what do I smell my feet for? I've had these socks on for 4 days." He says, "I've got a foot fetish, and I have a thing about Pimlico plumbers." I was like, "Nah, you're winding me up."
Okay.
And he says, No. He says, "I really want to smell your feet."
Yes.
How would you have handled that situation? I mean, I told him I was flattered and stuff, but...
I would have asked for money.
You'd have asked for money?
If he gave me 50 quid, I'd let him sniff it.
Well, he did offer me something else if I came to his apartment, but I can't mention that on the air.
No,
But
probably...
I still declined.
Yes, you should have got your monkey wrench out. Line 5, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. I have an idea.
Yes?
We'll get Verinda back on the phone and ask him what the lottery numbers are for the next 8 years.
And that's a very, very good idea indeed. Let us try line 3, you're on the wireless.
Ian?
Yes?
I hear that Jade Goody was in the LBC studio the other day with Ferris.
Oh, was she, right, yeah.
I wondered if you'd sort of run into her and take the opportunity to take it out, like ask her out on a date.
I've met Jade many, many times, and that won't be happening.
You're not a fan then?
No, she's a little bit irritating. Line 9, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. I was just wondering, I've got my own private station. Is that a good thing? I've got my own private station.
Yeah, that's excellent. Well done, you. I want to squeeze in line 3 if we can. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
I was pleased to make you so happy yesterday, Ian. I thought I'd send you the clip of the Slaphead on CD.
Good lad. Oh, thank you.
Play it again for you tonight.
We've got 10 seconds, away you go.
It all kicks off when our man in the blue shirt has a pop. Vince, mate in the white shirt with a slaphead, puts a bloke through the window.
Good lads! Thank you very much for that. Excellent stuff. I'll be back tomorrow at 3. I thank you.
This show is completely if Ian Lee in any way